Chicago, and then he's got to play a game right away. So, sometimes that can be good too because you're not stewing about the game the whole day. So he's had last night to think about this one, but he'll feel a part of it right away, and that's important. I think we really missed Leo Crevier yesterday. He's a guy who's kind of slotted himself in on the first pair with Alex Vlasic, and they've been an outstanding shutdown pair. Two guys who Jeff Blashill likes to talk about their length, their long bodies and long sticks and, long legs, long everything. And they just shut down a lot of plays, and they do that, very effectively. Not the most physical guys in the world, but very effective. So Louis Crevier will be still missed, but Korchinski gets another opportunity. And I'm sure last night, he was probably blindsided too, getting the late call, but he'll have had 24 hours to kind of get ready, get set, and, give it his best for this game.
Connor Bedard also made his return to the lineup last night. I was mentioning earlier in the pregame show, it honestly did not look like he was shaking off much rust yesterday, and I think that's got to be an encouraging sign. Now, I know maybe internally, maybe he's a little harder on himself, like trying to feel himself out, but I did not see any signs of him shaking off any rust last night.
No, I'm right with you. In fact, I think one of the first shots the Blackhawks had was a shot by Connor Bedard from a tough angle. We've seen him score from there before, though. I think he was trying to bank it in off of Logan Thompson, either his helmet or maybe his shoulder. So, no, he was great. I think he ended up with 4 shots. His time on ice was a little down from what his, season average was, which is over 21 minutes, which is, pretty high for any forward. I think he came in just a little over 17 minutes. So he got a regular shift. He wasn't going to high danger areas as far as close to the boards, and I think that's by design. The last thing he wants to do is to be run into the boards by somebody and test that shoulder. I mean, it'll eventually come, but I think the first game he just wanted to make sure that he got through it intact, and he did. And I thought he was effective, and he certainly, his timing wasn't off. I thought his shot looked great, and I wouldn't be surprised if tonight he maybe gets a couple more minutes, so he's up closer to that 20-minute mark.
It looks like he is going to be centering that first line with Ryan Green and Andre Burakovsky. We saw that trio come together in the second period of last night's game, and it looks like Ryan Green is going to be taking essentially all the faceoffs on that line. And Bedard, I think Blackhawks head coach Jeff Blashill said yesterday that Bedard is not going to be taking any faceoffs for the foreseeable future. So it makes sense, right? Like, I know they started Bedard at the wing yesterday just to kind of get him reacclimated, but he feels more comfortable at the center position, but you don't want to put additional strain on that right shoulder, so Green is going to be taking most of the draws.
Yeah, it's an easy enough switch. I mean, during play, after the face-off, it's easy for Connor Bedard to assume that center position, whether it's deep in his own end, helping out the D, or even driving the offense in the offensive zone. It's not like you got to stick to your position. I mean, you know hockey well enough that guys are going to float all over because they're trying to get open. But with Ryan Green, he's so good in the face-off dot, and I think I saw a stat not too long ago, and I wish I'd written it down. I think he leads all rookie centermen in face-off percentage, at least over the last month and a half, because he's really improved in that area. He does a good job in the face-off dot. He's a great penalty killer for them. I think he's one of the unsung heroes of this team early on is Ryan Green, just his hockey smarts and how effective he can be out there. Now, that all being said, he hasn't scored in a while. I think I had him at 19 games without a goal. But the last time he scored, it was in back-to-back games. It was against Nashville and then Anaheim. So maybe he feels a little mojo against these Nashville Predators, gets a goal. I think it's been 19 games since he scored. He's only had 34 shots, I think, in those 19 games. But, yeah, I'm sure he's feeling it against Nashville, and hopefully he gets back on the board. And it'll certainly help having a guy like Connor Bedard setting him up.
I was looking at some of the numbers on Money Puck, and his expected goals versus his actual goals are like -4. So he deserves to have 4 more goals than he actually has. It feels like when he does break through, like we could see the floodgates open up a little bit just because it feels like he's overdue for some of those to find the back of the net, even the lucky ones.
Yeah, and I can see it in his body language, too. Not that he gets down on himself, but after, every once in a while he'll get a grade A opportunity, and it doesn't go in, and I can just see him looking skyward, like looking at the ceiling, and that's typically like, what do I have to do to buy a goal? Once he does get that one goal, and as most goal scorers will tell you, it's a huge relief, and all of a sudden you feel a ton of confidence and you want the puck again. So I think that'll happen soon enough for him, but he's just so effective in other areas. It's not just his goal scoring. It's his positional play. It's his penalty killing. He has been a bright spot. There's been a lot of bright spots for the Blackhawks, but he has really surprised me this year.
What are you expecting from the Nashville Predators tonight? They've had a really interesting season where the first half they were essentially near the bottom of the NHL in the standings, but since Thanksgiving-ish, they've been really good.
Well, how about this? 6 wins in their first 22 games. Okay, that was the worst record in hockey. And then right around American Thanksgiving, I think the date was 11/26, they went on this unbelievable run where they've won 14 of their last 21 games. So it's a complete turnaround. I saw the legendary Pete Weber, who does radio work for the Nashville Predators, and he said he doesn't think it was any one thing, but he does think the fact that Steven Stamkos, and we know that he scored his 600th goal on New Year's Eve, one of only 22 players to do that Steven Stamkos, since he's been heating up, so has this team. So, and also, I'll point to Ryan O'Reilly, too. It just seems like whoever Ryan O'Reilly plays with, they start to play better. And right now, O'Reilly's playing with Stamkos and Forsberg. Forsberg's kind of been snake bit lately. He hasn't scored in a long, long time. I think just 1 goal in his last 10 games. But I think Ryan O'Reilly really helps drive this team. And, there was talk earlier this year when they were at the bottom of the league that, maybe they'll trade Ryan O'Reilly to a team that's looking for a centerman. I don't think they can afford to do that. If they are looking to make the playoffs this year, and they're on the outside looking in, as are the Blackhawks. But if they can keep up this winning percentage they've had over the last 3 weeks, they could find themselves in a playoff spot.
Great stuff, Steve. Have a great call with John.
All right, thanks, Charlie.
All right, that's going to do it for the FanDuel Sportsbook Chicago Blackhawks pregame show. Hawks Predators coming your way at Bridgestone Arena next. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
WGN Chicago is your radio home to the Hawks, the Cats, March Madness, and the Indy 500. On air and on smart devices worldwide.
The NHL is officially back, and right now, new FanDuel customers can bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. Put your first bet in the back of the net on FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook and official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks.
Must be 21 or older and present in Illinois. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, Jeremy Roenick here. I've seen a lot of stat sheets in my career, but when it comes to beer, these numbers jump off the page. Flight by Yuengling, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, and brewed with crisp, refreshing flavor. That's not just light beer, it's light beer with game, and it's brewed by the oldest brewery in America. Bottom line, if you care about performance and taste, Flight by Yuengling brings both. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, PA.
Hey, this is John Williams. The roller coaster. No matter your age, no matter the amusement park, it never ceases to bring the emotional goods, the anticipation, the excitement, and then the fear and adrenaline rush that comes with the king of all rides. And the same can be said when it comes to your retirement. Lots of questions and concerns that for some can feel like a roller coaster. Will you be able to continue to live as comfortably as you do now? Will you have complete financial independence? Will you run out of money? How about taxes, Social Security, health care? Tom Fortino and the team at the Alpha Wealth Group can answer these questions and more with their roadmap to retirement. Call 630-864-6711. 630-864-6711. Online, alphawealthgroup.com. Call the Alpha Wealth Group today, and let's save the fear and adrenaline for the amusement park.
Advisory services through Retirement Wealth Advisors, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Alpha Wealth Group, licensed in Illinois.
100 years.
This is just fantastic.
One city.
Chicago!
One team.
Way to go, Blackhawks!
The kids.
Nazar in a breakaway down the slot. Shoots, he scores! Connor Bedard with a shot, he scores! Renzel fired, he scores!
They can play.
Yes, they can.
An original Six tradition that rattles the rafters with Chicago pride.
Where you from?
Chicago.
Chicago? Chicago?
From the anthem to the final horn. It's time for Chicago Blackhawks hockey. With the call of the game, here's John Whiteman and Steve Conroy.
Chicago Blackhawks take their show on the road to a city where shows are the main attraction as they take the ice here in the Music City tonight in a battle with division rival Nashville. The Predators have put on a show of their own of late in the past 21 games, and they're playing the best hockey of the year. So as the Bears go to shut down the Pack back in Chicago, the Hawks look to do likewise down here in Central Tennessee. Hi again, everyone. John Weideman along with Steve Conroy. We're down here in Nashville, a.k.a. Smashville by the locals. And Charlie Romeliotis is standing by in Blackhawks Central. We want to welcome you into our broadcast this evening. It's the Blackhawks and the Nashville Predators for the second time this season, Steve. Good to be working with you again down in a city where teams can have an awful lot of fun, but they're here on business. And 24 hours, not even 24 hours after the game last night at the United Center concluded, we're on a jet, we're down here, and we're wondering who's going to fill out the lineup. But it appears things are improving. Ilya Mikheyev is coming back. Drew Commesso, the young goaltender that got his first start of the season last night, is really going to be put to the test in his young career, starting for the second time in back-to-back games. And let's hope that Connor Bedard is on top of his game to get her going here.
Yeah, well, I think he was last night. I was really impressed with Connor's first game. Remember, he was out for 12 games, literally a full month, and I thought he did not miss a beat. He did not miss a step. Didn't play the normal minutes he normally plays in a hockey game, which is over 21. He was in around 17, but he did have 4 shots, and I thought he was effective when he was on the ice. Now, that all being said, I think one game under his belt's going to help him an awful lot. And, every game back will just help his timing, help his confidence, and he will be A-OK, obviously, tonight. As far as the rest of the team goes, I think they're slowly getting healthier. Leo Crevier's still out. I think that's a huge miss on the back end. He has been so important to the defense for the Chicago Blackhawks. But Drew Commesso, he's had 24 hours to think about this now. I think he'll be ready between the pipes, too, and it's an important game for him.
And if nothing else, he can grow professionally from this experience.
Absolutely.
Well, let's talk about the opponent tonight, the Nashville Predators, who feature a top line, left to right, Philip Forsberg, Ryan O'Reilly, and Steven Stamkos. Potentially, Steve, all 3 of those guys could be in the Hockey Hall of Fame when their careers are over. You look at them, pretty formidable on paper as a line. Haven't been as productive as they'd like to be, but they seem like the kind of 3 that can just flip the switch.
Well, it's amazing watching them because they're all older players, well over 30 each one of them. And I look at a guy like Ryan O'Reilly, and he's got that blue-collar mentality. He's not the prettiest skater. He doesn't have a huge shot. He's not really fast, but boy, he's so effective, and he's effective in the face-off dot. He's just a smart player. He just knows how to play the game, maybe when you're not the fastest or the strongest. He just, positionally, I don't think there's anyone better than Ryan O'Reilly, and I think he really makes this team go.
Steve, I think we're going to see one of the best matchups of the night, a compelling matchup, if you will, when the Blackhawks go to the power play. Let's hope that happens often, because they're going to be facing the best home ice penalty kill in the National Hockey League in the Nashville Predators, who have allowed a very low number, only 7 power play goals against so far this season. And for the Blackhawks, I think that's a healthy challenge.
Well, it will be, but the Blackhawks power play has been outstanding, especially over the last 8 games. They are 8 for 18, which is almost at 45%. And that has really helped to vault them up into the top 8 in the NHL as far as the special teams go in the power play. The penalty killing has been just as good. In fact, even better. They've killed, I believe it's 18 of their last 18 now when shorthanded. Make that 13 in a row, 13 of 13. So, yeah, special teams I think will be an important part of this game, as they always are. And the Blackhawks should be on point.
All right, let's get to the sponsored elements. Who's going to deliver? Sponsored by Mitsubishi Electric Heating and Air Conditioning. Electric heat pumps for a better environment inside and out. Visit getacomfyhome.com. Well, just because he scored a goal in each of the last 2 games, I'm going to go with young Oliver Moore. Seems to have the hot hand, and I love the way he shoots the puck, so Ollie's my guy. Keys for the game, sponsored by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Steve's got your keys.
Well, John, first off, you might not feel 100%, but this is an important game. Talking about the Blackhawks up against the Central Division rival Nashville Predators. Your 2 points, you can leapfrog Nashville with a win. You're 2 points out of a playoff spot if you do win, and you'd be tied with Anaheim. So it's a big 2 points. Secondly, continue the special teams excellence. They were a perfect 3 for 3 against Washington last night in the penalty kill. They were 1 for 4 in the power play. Both special teams have been great. It should be a big part of tonight's game. And then finally, score the first goal. Nashville is 9-2-2 when they score that first goal. And for the Hawks, 15 of their 18 wins this year have happened after they get the game's first goal.
All right, Steve, time to find out who you're banking on, sponsored by Marquette Bank. Love where you bank, celebrating 80 years of neighborhood banking.
I'm going with Ryan Green. He hasn't scored in a while. He did score against Nashville the last time these two teams played, so Ryan Green is my guy.
All right, thanks for that. The stage has been set. The Blackhawks and the Nashville Predators set to begin. Both teams lined up on their respective blue lines, and we'll have hockey momentarily, but right now we send it down to ice level, and we're going to pick up our anthem singer. Always a good one down here in Nashville, and why not? This is the Music City. So Hawks fans, please enjoy our national anthem.
Award-winning and critically acclaimed trio, the Lone Bellow.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets gray black, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, nice job with the anthem. Here are the starting lineups. In goal for the Nashville Predators is UC Saros. This is the most starts of any goalkeeper in the National Hockey League this season. It'll be number 35 for UC. Checks in with an overall record against the Hawks in his career, 15-4-2 with 2 shutouts. And at defense for the Nashville Predators, Nick Blankenberg and Nicholas Haig in his 400th NHL game. Up front from left to right, Reed Schaefer starts at left wing, centering the Predators' opening line. Michael McCarron starting at the right wing, Cole Smith. For the Blackhawks, it's going to be Drew Comesso in goal. He's never faced the Nashville Predators. At defense, they're going to be Alex Vlasic and Connor Murphy. Up front from left to right, Tyler Bertuzzi starts at left wing. Jason Dickinson centers the Hawks' opening line, starting at the right wing. Welcome back, Ilya Mikheyev. Referees tonight are Chris Rooney and Chris Schlenker. Handling the lines are Devin Berg and Scott Cherry, and we're underway here in Nashville. Deep in the Predator zone, the far corner. Haig takes a bump from Mikheyev, but moves the puck around at the left wing side. It's spun down ice into the Hawk zone by Schaefer. Picked up in the left wing corner there. Schaefer's got the puck. Here's Schaefer moving back up the boards. Cuts into the left circle. Lost the puck off a poke check from Kevin Korchinski. Korchinski racing back through center ice. And they'll dump the puck down the boards behind the Predator net. Slides around to the near side. Is taken and shot back up ice into the Hawk zone. Net by Blankenberg. Goes all the way down behind the net. Ryan Green now to the puck along the near boards. Coughed it up. Look out. Here's in front of the net. Riley firing a shot. And Comesso went down on his knees in the butterfly position to turn that out of there. Green now picks up the puck, carrying to center ice. Hands it on the right wing side to Andrei Burakovsky. He'll pound it down the boards into the Predator zone. And it ends up in behind the net. Brady Shea sticks it around up the left wing side. Steven Stamkos. Rink-wide pass hit Ryan Green in the backside, but drops onto the stick of Philip Forsberg. And he'll dump it to the left wing corner Hawk zone. Connor Murphy back to get it there. Alex Vlasic near corner. Then a pass ahead to Bedard to Ryan Green. Center ice on the left wing. He'll spin it down the boards deep into the Predator zone. And going back to get it in behind the net is Nick Perbix of the Preds. Moving it out up the left wing side. This is picked off at the Hawk blue line. Artyom Leshchinov there. Hawks in regroup mode.
John, what an unbelievable save by Drew Comesso to start this hockey game. A turnover by the Blackhawks inside their own zone. I don't know if that was Forsberg or Stamkos all alone in front. Had a couple of whacks at it. and Drew Comesso stopped both of them.
Now back inside the Predator zone, Roman Josi, longtime captain of the Predators in his 9th season as captain, moves the puck across the rink. Perbix will lift it down ice, and this will roll in on Drew Comesso, who plops on it and holds on. Whistle stops play, face off in the circle to Comesso's right. No score in the game.
Well, if you want to get into a game early, you want to make that first stop, and it was actually on the third player of that line. It was Ryan O'Reilly who had 2 really good looks right in front of Drew Comesso. One was on a redirection. The second one from his own rebound. There wasn't a Blackhawk within 10 feet of Ryan O'Reilly, and as I mentioned, that was off a turnover on the boards by Chicago. So good job by Comesso to get in this hockey game.
From the draw, Haig firing from the left point. That goes wide off a deflection. Here's Oliver Moore breaking to center ice. Shoves it ahead. Nick Lardis over the Predator line on the left wing. He sent it down toward the net. Kicked out by Saros to the near corner. Michael Bunting there for the Preds. Hands the puck ahead to Eric Howla, and he'll stick it off the right wing side and off of... Looked like it hit Evangelista's stick, but the linesmen are going to say it didn't. This goes all the way down. We're going to get icing here to Nashville.
That's one area I think the Blackhawks can take advantage of this Nashville team. And Nashville's feeling pretty good about themselves. They've won 14 of the last 21 games. But I think speed, and the difference in speed for the Blackhawks, they're a lot faster than this Nashville Predators team. And if they can catch them in transition, create some turnovers in the neutral ice area, I think you could take advantage of that.
Nick Foligno wins this draw. Kevin Korchinski, left point, moving down the boards, whips it in front of the net. It goes all the way through to the far side. Matt Grzelcyk from the right point put it down in behind the net. This is picked off by the Predators. Howla, then he's pushed off the puck in the right wing corner by Slaggert to the Hawks. Slaggert then takes the puck away in front, and reaching around him was big Nick Haig to pull it free to the near boards. Puck cleared by Blankenberg, but not out. And then Haig will take it back and stick it up the right wing, actually left wing side to center ice to Michael Bunting. He'll drop the puck back into the Predator zone, and Haig will settle it down. Haig swings the puck across on the right wing side to Blankenberg, moving it ahead through center ice. Down the right wing is Matthew Wood. He had a goal at the United Center, and he got a shot away, and a glove save is made by Drew Comesso. So whistle stopping play, face-off circle to Comesso's left, no score.
And it's a nice broadcast. It's sponsored by Flight by Yuengling. Crisp, refreshing, and only 95 calories. Flight, the next generation of light beer. I mentioned Nick Haig. He's been a real nice addition to this Nashville Predators hockey team. Really 2 guys they brought in from last year's team, Nick Haig and Eric Howla up front, speedy forward.
Draw to the left of Comesso. The Hawks get control. Wyatt Kaiser now in the near corner. Tried to stick the puck up the boards. It came back to Kaiser. He'll retreat behind the Hawk net. Works it around up the right wing side to Mikheyev at center ice. Rolled off his stick. Brady Shea spins it ahead. And Wood will dump it. Actually, Joe stumps it down in behind the Hawk net. Archim Leshinoff with a pass ahead. Here's Bertuzzi over the Predator blue line on the right wing side, but we get a whistle, and offside is called. And now they'll bring it back to center ice for the faceoff.
John, I was just going to say, it looked like there might have been a little interference on Ilya Mikheyev. He had bumped into one of the Nashville Predator players right at the blue line. There was no call on the play, and as a result of that collision, Tyler Bertuzzi maybe jumped the gun, got a little ahead of the puck, and an ensuing offside call.
So Ryan Green's going to face off with Ryan O'Reilly. O'Reilly comes into the game at 55.5% face-off win percentage. But Green beats him here. Hawks get possession. Murphy tried to fire it up the right wing side to center ice. Taken back by the Preds and shot down in behind the Hawk net by Shea. Murphy back to get it. Put the puck ahead now to Bedard at center ice. To Green at the Predator blue line. He'll sweep it down behind the net. Philip Forsberg is able to take the puck away. Move it up the left wing side. O'Reilly goes rink wide with a pass. Here's Stamkos at the right point Hawk zone. Spins it down behind the net. Forsberg. He flips the puck out in front. Picked off by Ryan Green, and he'll retreat behind the Hawk net. Move it over to Connor Murphy. He'll stick the puck off the right boards to the Predator blue line. And now Brady Shea with it back in the Preds end between the circles. He holds the puck as Nashville's in a line change.
Nashville right now out shooting the Blackhawks 3-0. We're about 4 minutes into this hockey game, but a couple of really good chances by that number 1 line from Nashville early in the game.
Korchinski making a pass from the Hawk zone up the left wing side for Oliver Moore. This is over his stick and down, and icing's going to be called against the Hawks. We're down to 15:40 left in period number 1 here in Nashville. Hawks and Preds, no score.
Talking about Ryan O'Reilly, and he had those 2 early chances for Nashville. He's been really hot lately, not known as a goal scorer, but 7 goals, 17 assists in his last 21 games. This is game number 1,197 for Ryan O'Reilly.
Now the draw, won by the Hawks. Nick Lardis grabs the puck, skates with it to center ice. He'll stick it off the boards into the Pred zone a few feet. Nick Perbix there will stick it back off those same boards and down behind the Hawk net. And Oliver Moore back there battling. Moore works it free. Big Mike McCarron takes it in the left wing corner to Yossi at the line. Long wrist shot. This hits Lardis on the way through and tumbles to the right wing corner. That may have stung Nick Lardis a little bit. He's shaking his hand. Meanwhile, the puck taken back and shot from the high slot. And that's into the glove of Drew Commesso. Reed Schaefer took that puck and that shot. So face-off will ensue in the Hawk zone in the circle to Comesso's left.
Sure, Drew Commesso feeling a lot better about the game. And remember last night, the first shot on net by the Washington Capitals was a goal. Certainly wasn't his fault, but always unsettling when the first shot's a goal, and especially for a young goaltender trying to prove himself in the NHL. He's really settled himself into this game.
Well, the draw won by the Preds. Perbix takes the puck at the right point. Sends it down to the right wing corner. Howla got it there. Put it out to the right point. And a long shot from Bunting stopped in front. Rebound shot turned out of there as well. Evangelista on the second attempt. Puck spun around by Slaggert, not out. Perbix on the right point. Fires a long shot. Blocked in the slot by Howla. And then there to get the puck is Ryan Donato, and he'll stick it down ice into the Predator zone. Hawks trying to get a line change here.
Yeah, and you see Nashville, every time they shoot the puck, there's two yellow jerseys in front of the netminder, so obviously their game plan screen the goalie.
Donato makes a lead pass into the Predator zone for Ilya Mikheyev, but this is picked off by the Preds. Puck moved out to center ice by Yossi. Actually by Haig now. Here's big Nick Haig over the center ice circle. Tried to use his skate to kick the puck to his stick. Turned it over instead. Kevin Korchinski missing on a pass up the right wing side. This was a little behind Tyler Bertuzzi. And it goes down, and we get icing against the Hawks.
And as a reminder, tonight's Coaches Challenges are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. With 8 specialties ranked among the top 10 in the nation by U.S. News and World Report, the teams at Northwestern Medicine offer second opinions for the toughest conditions. Tough conditions for the Blackhawks, still without 3 regulars in the lineup. We're talking about both goaltenders, Arvid Soderblom, Spencer Knight, and Louis Crevier.
Louis makes a big difference back there. 7th round pick. I still can't get over that. A 7th round pick to play as well as he does in the NHL. That's some excellent scouting.
Yeah, it is. And, sometimes you hit on those late round draft picks, and he is certainly one of those guys.
Inside the Predator zone, the puck taken back by Matthew Wood. He put it ahead. Here's Tyson Jost into the Hawk zone left circle. Fires a shot, goes wide. Follow-up shot from the right circle from Wood. And Commesso got a piece of it to knock it away.
I'll say that was unbelievable athleticism from Drew Commesso. Maybe overplayed the first shot that went wide, but he made up for it with a great left-to-right push. Make that right-to-left push to stop that sure goal.
Now Murphy snaps the puck down the left wing glass into the Predator zone, but it circles the net. O'Reilly will move it out to center ice. Stamkos into the Hawk zone, dropped the puck off. Vlasic took it away. He'll bat it behind the Hawk net over to Connor Murphy, who shot it ahead to center ice, and Ryan O'Reilly, baseball style, knocks it back into the Hawk zone. We get a whistle for an offside against the Preds. We are scoreless here in Nashville with 13:20 left in period number 1. And this is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Jiffy Lube's quick, quality 15-minute oil change service will have your car ready before you know it. It's so fast, you'll find yourself saying, already ready? Even now, after I just told you, you'll still be surprised at how fast and efficient it is. Plus, Jiffy Lube does more than just oil changes fast. They'll take care of the preventive maintenance your car needs to keep running smoothly, like free fluid top-offs, battery checks, and more, all in a jiffy. So come in today. You're practically already ready.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Hey Blackhawks fans, it's Spencer Knight. Game on. It's time for Blackhawks hockey.
And get well soon. The latest episode of the Blackhawks, always an original docuseries, is here. This episode explores the banner years and the Chicago Blackhawks' modern dynasty through the lens of the 7 plays to raise all 3 cups in 2010, 2013, and 2015. You can watch all episodes at youtube.com/Blackhawks.
And we've had the good fortune of seeing it, Steve, so brings back some great memories. I know any Hawk fan that's been around for a few years, you're going to love it.
Yeah, just there's some stuff that, we're pretty close to the team and knew what was going on. There's some stuff that I didn't realize was happening behind the scenes. And great insight and a great series by the legendary Pat Dahl.
Inside the Predator zone, Luke Evangelista to the puck. He's hit now at center ice by Oliver Moore. The puck comes free to Perbix in front of the Nashville blue line. He'll stick it ahead into the Hawk zone. Michael Bunting in the right wing corner backhands the puck in front. This deflects through to the far boards. Oliver Moore's got it. Breaking back through center ice, so with the Predator line right wing. Drops it off Teravainen, right circle. Tried to stick it in front of the net and did, but it deflects free to the near boards. Teravainen is over to get the puck. He'll spin it down behind the Predator net. This will roll up the left wing side, and Roman Josi will carry through center. He's over the Hawk line down the left wing and in behind the net now. Sets up the right circle. Evangelista tried to hand it back to Josi, but Artem Levshinov was able to step in there and break that up. Carried to center ice. Fires it across the rink, intended for Burakovsky, but the pass is over his stick. And now Kaiser takes the puck back Hawk line to Burakovsky, to Green over the Predator line, to Bedard in the right circle. Tried to pull off a shot, but the long reach of Nicholas Hague factored in there as he poke-checked it away. Forsberg back into the Hawks on the left wing side. Planted with a body check by Kaiser. That's one of the best of the year. Forsberg didn't even get away a good shot. What a hit by Wyatt Kaiser.
Yeah, Forsberg normally pretty strong in his skates too, and that's just an old-time hockey hit by Wyatt Kaiser. Standing up, Philip Forsberg coming in full speed, and as you mentioned, John, I don't think he expected it. They just blew him off his skates. He was watching his pass. That's what you don't want to do. And Wyatt Kaiser, love the fact that he just finished the man, made him pay the price, and it's something that Philip Forsberg will remember the next time he comes down the ice.
Didn't you learn that in midget hockey when you were growing up in Canada? Don't get caught admiring your pass.
Absolutely.
You'll find out the hard way.
Yeah, don't become a spectator.
Off the draw, now the Hawks get the puck. Burakovsky along the right wing boards will backhand the puck across the rink down along the left wing boards in the Predator zone. And doubling back to get it, Adam Wilsby of the Preds. Moving it ahead here into the Hawk zone. Cole Smith to the right wing corner. Flings the puck behind the net. It ends up around to the left wing corner. Reed Schaefer there for the Preds. Leaves it, poke checked away to McCarron. Then he lost the puck off a poke check from Matt Grzelcyk. This slides down into the Predator zone. The Hawks get it back. And Nick Foligno at the right point will wind it down behind the net up the left wing side boards now to Slaggert. Back to Foligno right corner. To Grzelcyk right point. No goals so far. He flips it around. And then Korchinski fires from the left wing boards. And Saros is down with a butterfly save. I believe that's the Hawks' second shot of the game. Yes, it is. Saros has not had a lot of work.
No, and Kevin Korchinski has both of those shots for the Chicago Blackhawks. And, good idea. You get an opportunity to get the puck on net. That's what you certainly want to do. And Kevin Korchinski, unfortunately, did not have any other Blackhawks in front of the net. So, relatively easy save for UC Saros. Another one of these Finnish netminders that they continue to churn out in Nashville, whether it's Pekka Rinne, UC Saros, and I believe the backup goaltender, Annunen, also a Finn.
Yep.
Just recently signed to a 2-year extension.
Justus Annunen. And off the draw, here's Mikheyev firing it in from the high slot. That's into the breadbasket of Saros. He lets the puck drop into his glove and he holds it. Justus Annunen, in 3 games against the Blackhawks, he's got 3 wins, Steve, 2 of them by shutout. He was he was a brick wall when he played for Colorado.
Yeah, he certainly was, and I think the team likes what they've seen from him. Of course, Saros is going to get the majority of the starts, but a great backup to have, and to know that you've got that guy for the next couple of years after this year.
Now Korchinski steps up in front of the Predator bench to poke check the puck away. This is from Matthew Wood. It ends up tumbling into the Predator bench, so we get a whistle.
Mentioned 2 shots by Kevin Korchinski. He also made that pass to Ilya Mikheyev for their 3rd shot. So Kevin Korchinski in on all 3 shots that the Blackhawks have so far.
Off the draw, Murphy at the Hawk blue line with the puck. Put it over to Vlasic on the left wing side. He sticks the puck down behind the Predator net. Hague moves it away to is centerman Fedor Svechkov. He moves it around at the left wing side. This is shot down into the Hawk zone, into the near corner by Tyson Jost. And Vlasic is then hit. The puck comes out to Murphy between the circles. He'll pass on the right wing. Tyler Bertuzzi through center ice and over the Predator line to Mikheyev, right circle. Back to Bertuzzi against the right boards to Mikheyev, right wing corner. He'll drag it up the boards, and he's jostled by Yossi. The puck comes free to center ice. Murphy's got it in front of the benches. Head to Mikheyev. He lost it back into the Hawk zone. Murphy got hold of it. Spins it over to Vlasic. And from the circle to the left of Comesso, he works it back over to Murphy, who shot the puck ahead. Bertuzzi tips it down ice into the Preds' end. This is quickly cleared by Nick Perbix down ice into the Hawk zone. No icing called as Wyatt Kaiser's got the puck behind the net. Kaiser passes up the left wing side. Ryan Green cuts through center ice, sends the puck in over the Predator line along the left wing board. Andre Burakovsky there tried to dish it back to the point. Picked off by Ryan O'Reilly of the Preds. He'll skate to center and flip it down behind the Hawk net. Comesso out to play the puck into the near corner. Steven Stamkos there battling along with Wyatt Kaiser, who pokes it free in between the circles. Burakovsky to Bedard. Hawk line left wing side. Pulls out the 7-iron and flips it across the rink into the Predator zone. Right point Burakovsky. Tried to fire it back across. Picked off by the Preds. And then it's slung by Forsberg all the way down. And icing is going to be called here against Nashville.
Yeah, he was trying to spot, and I believe that was Steven Stamkos, who was off to the races. Now, Stamkos saw Forsberg pick that pass off in midair, and he just took off the other way, hoping that he might be able to get a breakaway. Had that pass been in front of him, it would have been a breakaway. Fortunately for the Blackhawks, it was behind Stamkos, so it goes all the way down the ice for the icing, and now the draw in Nashville zone.
And it's going to be Oliver Moore against Ryan O'Reilly. And linesman makes him stand up and do it again. Moore wins it cleanly. Vlasic high slot, winds and fires. That will stop in the slot. Vlasic got it back to Teravainen near the left point. Put it down to the left wing corner to Moore. Sweeps it around behind the net, right wing corner. Murphy's got it. Put a bleeder in front. There's a shot from Teravainen from the left circle. Turned out with a blocker save from Saros. Moore with a puck behind the Predator net. Works it around to the right wing corner to Teravainen. Teravainen now feeds the high slot. Vlasic over to Murphy. Left circle, one-timer goes wide of the net. Puck recovered now at the right point by Teravainen. Murphy broke his stick. Now Vlasic left circle. Shoots. That goes just over the net. Nearly took Saros' head off. And now Grzelcyk replaces Murphy. Here's Teravainen with the puck at the left point. Spins it down behind the Predator net. Brady Shea will clear it out to center ice. And Kevin Korchinski, the Hawks, will settle it down at the Hawk blue line. Some decent pressure there for a while in the Preds' end.
Yeah, that was the best shift by the Blackhawks so far. It was against their number one line. It was the O'Reilly line out there with Stamkos and Forsberg. So a good job by those guys. And the key there was the puck retrievals. After the shots, getting pucks back.
Donato dumping the puck off the right wing boards into the Predator zone. Saros plays it back up that same side. Preds are able to clear their end. Here's Perbix to center ice. To Yossi over the Hawk blue line. We get a whistle, and this play is offside. 8 minutes left in period number 1 here in Nashville. Hawks and Predators, no score. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
It's Bob Surratt, weekday morning starting at 6. Don't go away. This is Blackhawks hockey.
As a mother, I'd do anything to protect my children. But when I found out at 19 weeks pregnant that my blood was attacking my baby, I felt helpless. I'm Ellen. My team at Northwestern Memorial Hospital said my daughter's only chance at survival was a rare in utero blood transfusion. Not just once, but 5 separate times.
Top ranked in Illinois for obstetrics and gynecology by U.S. News & World Report, the team at Northwestern Medicine Maternal Fetal Medicine Clinic treats high-risk patients across Chicagoland. And they're one of the few in the state with the expertise to take on complex pregnancies like Ellen's. Over 3 months, Ellen's team collaborated closely to ensure she and her baby had a compatible blood type so she could deliver safely.
I can't imagine my world without my baby girl in it. And thanks to my team, I don't have to.
Northwestern Medicine is committed to providing world-class care across Chicagoland because what makes us better makes you better. Learn more at nm.org/better.
Right now, hockey fans across the city are struggling to fill the fridge. That's why the Salvation Army is here to assist those in need all season long. Our friends at the Salvation Army are seeing unprecedented demand in their communities. The communities they've served for decades, with more people walking through the doors in search of emergency support. Your support this year is more important than ever. Go to the John Williams Kettle at WGNradio.com. Let's help make a difference today.
Hey, Chris Chelios here. It's time to break out the Bandito. El Bandito Yankee Tequila. So smooth, it's criminal. Break out the Bandito, baby.
We'll kick off next week at the United Center when the Blackhawks take on Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers on Monday, January 12th. The Hawks look to avenge their overtime loss back in November in what's sure to be another great matchup. You can secure your spot today at blackhawks.com/tickets.
Predators get the puck and come into the Hawk zone, led by Yossi at the right point. He stops and put it down, trying to put it into the right wing circle. This ends up tumbling behind the Hawk net. Slaggert carries out, moves it ahead to Donato, then to Foligno over the Predator blue line. He tried to give it back to Donato in the slot, and Donato had his stick slashed out of his hands by Eric Haula, and the Hawks are going to go to the Citco power play. Hey, score savings on every fill-up with Club Citco. Download the app now to start saving.
Slashing. You hear the call on Haula, slashing, and Ryan Donato. That was a nice feed from Nick Foligno. It would have been onto the stick of Ryan Donato had it not been slashed out of his hands, and that was Haula who took care of that stick. And the Blackhawks, who went 1 for 4 against the Washington Capitals last night, get an opportunity here on the man advantage.
Penalty at 12:17 of period number 1. Off the draw, the Predators get the puck. Different animal. Perbix fires it down into the Hawk zone. And here's Burakovsky back through center. He steps into the Predator zone at the left point, mishandles the puck. Perbix stepping up on him, works it free to Cole Smith, and he'll clear it across the Hawk blue line. Back to get the puck, Artem Levshunov. Levshunov hands it off to Burakovsky. Circle to the left of Comesso. He'll move it ahead to center ice. Bedard to Bertuzzi over the Predator line, left point. Now to the high slot. And then a pass from Levshunov to Bedard. Left circle, a one-timer, and a glove save made by UC Saros.
Yeah, I like that setup, though, from Levshunov. You know, he gets the puck from Bedard. He gives it right back, and Bedard knew what he was doing before he got the puck. He was going to let it go. Unfortunately, UC Saros read it perfectly, and he was in position, square to the shooter, and made that save look easy.
Draw one by the Preds again, and Perbix once again will snap it up the glass and down into the Hawk zone. Perbix, since leaving Tampa Bay, has become something of a regular here in Tennessee, playing with the great Roman Josi. What a fortunate break that is for his career.
Yeah.
Inside the Predator zone, Burakovsky left wing corner. Having trouble, lost the puck to the aforementioned Josi, who pokes it up the boards. Bertuzzi took it back. Bertuzzi down the left wing, carries behind the net, gave it to Bedard, right circle. Over to the left circle now, Burakovsky. Now down to Bertuzzi, to Teravainen into the slot. He fires, chest save made. Loose puck taken by Burakovsky. He fires it out to the line, and this bleeds over the line to center ice. Back you get it, Bedard. Bedard passing ahead. Teravainen over the Predator line on the right wing. To Bedard in the right wing corner. Whips it behind the net to Bertuzzi. Sends it left point now, Burakovsky. To the deep slot, Levshunov, then to the right point to Bedard. Put it down to Bertuzzi in the right wing corner. To Bedard, top of the right wing circle. Back to Bertuzzi. Floats it to the slot, Teravainen. Now back to Bedard, top of the right circle. Guns it in front of the net. It's turned out of there. Loose puck taken back by the Predators and cleared up the near side and down into the Hawk zone by Blankenberg.
A pretty effective power play. They're out shooting, believe it or not, now the Predators. They were being outshot 6-1. I have them at 8-6 for the Blackhawks. 3 shots so far in the power play. And some good saves from UC Saros.
So the Preds come to full strength. Here's Ryan Donato banking a pass up the left wing side to the Preds line. This is now batted back to the Hawks line. Vlasic there to Donato, center ice on the right wing, front of the benches. He whips it down the boards behind the Predator net. Saros out to play it around up that same side. Picked off by Donato, right corner. Tried to center the puck, knocked away by Philip Forsberg to the right point to Murphy. He put the puck down the boards. Michael McCarron will pick it up and carry to center, and doubling back, Landon Slaggert in the back-checking mode disrupts that, but now the Preds get it back. Wilsby will drop it from the right point down to the corner. Vlasic took it there, passing up the left wing side. Foligno He becomes entangled with Svechkov, who then takes the puck away, and he clears it down ice on his goaltender. Here are the Predators back the other way. Wilsby with a pass now to Stamkos. Hawk line right wing. He sent it down behind the net. Picked off by the Hawks. They come back up ice. Dickinson to center ice. To Bertuzzi over the Predator line right point. Tried to dish it to the slot. This is picked off by Forsberg of the Preds, who sent the puck to the Hawk line. Matt Grzelcyk stepping up. Poke checks it away now to Bertuzzi. To Mikheyev. Down the right wing into the corner Predator zone. And he was able to poke check the puck to himself, but then Svechkov took it away. He'll clear up the left wing to center ice. Spreads attack 3-on-2 into the Hawk zone. Evangelista turns over the puck at the left point. Got it back. Put it down the boards. It's picked off by Grzelcyk, and he'll move it out to center ice. Here's Kevin Korchinski with the puck, wheeling back into the Hawk zone. 4:03 left in period number 1. Hawks and Preds tied, no score. Evangelista steals the puck along the right boards. Hawk in. Spins it behind the net. And Levchinov put it up the left wing side, not out of the zone. Taken away by Haig, left wing corner, Hawk zone. Carrying behind the net. Haig from the right wing corner, shot it in front. Look out! And it deflects in on Comesso, who tries to plop on the puck, and now he eventually does. 3:41 left in the first here in Nashville. No score, Hawks and Preds. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Getting health insurance that fits your budget isn't easy.
At Get Covered Illinois, we are here to help.
We are the state's official health insurance marketplace.
A place where health insurers compete for your business. A website where you can compare multiple health plans and pricing in one place.
And where you can connect to financial help and free in-person assistance.
Because you deserve insurance. GetCoveredIllinois.gov. We're here to help.
Tired of losing power when it storms? Call Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric today for a free estimate on a whole home standby generator. Never be without power again. Fully installed systems starting at just $99 a month. How about your sump pump, your fridge, or your freezer, your garage doors, your heating and cooling? You can stay comfortable and safe in your home all year long. Four Seasons is the largest and most award-winning Generac dealer in Illinois and Northwest Indiana.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Hey, it's Nick Foligno. You're locked in for Blackhawks hockey on WGN Radio.
Hey, thanks, Nick. And join us at the United Center on Saturday, January 17th, as we conclude the Banner Years chapter of our centennial season with our celebration night. We'll be welcoming back a celebrated group of alumni from our last dynasty as the Boston Bruins come to town. And that's not all. The first 8,000 fans will also receive an exclusive Duncan Keith bobblehead presented by United. Tickets are available now at blackhawks.com/tickets. And Duncan Keith, Hockey Hall of Famer, we should mention. Duncan Keith, I think, really helped revolutionize the game for small defensemen. And, you know, he's not the biggest guy, but, boy, he had quick feet, quick hands. And the likes of Cale Makar and, you know, Quinn Hughes have kind of followed in his footsteps. Not big guys, but certainly quick guys.
Now Predators have the puck. Here's Perbix firing for the left circle Hawk zone. That goes wide of the net. Wood with the puck right circle. Centers. And a shot from Jones from the slot. And a glove save made by Drew Comesso. He'll hold on for a whistle. Face-off will be in the circle to his left. Going back to Dunk real quick. Paul Maurice, head coach of the Florida Panthers, who I have mega respect for. Talking to Mo about what he liked about Duncan Keith, and he said Duncan Keith is one of the best in hockey at taking his stick and directing the play. And he showed me how to do it. I thought, you know, I never even thought of that. And I never even watched for that until Mo told me. And then after he told me that, I thought, yep, it's exactly what Mo's talking about.
Yeah, he was literally steering guys, almost like corralling them. And, you know, I was taught as a defenseman, the boards are your friend. And if you can steer guys towards the boards, you know, they can't get through the boards. You can kind of use the boards as a guy to help you hit them. And that's exactly what Duncan Keith did.
There's Bertuzzi kicking the puck over the blue line to center ice. Taken back by Blankenberg. Look out. He shot it into the Hawk zone, and this deflects over the glass. And some fan just made a one-handed catch of that puck.
was Philip Forsberg's dad, because he's wearing a number 9 jersey. Yeah, he caught it clean.
He's got his moment of fame, eh, Steve? A beer in one hand and a puck in the other. How about it?
Didn't spill a drop. Good for him. Hey, listen, Drew Comesso's been really good in this game, John. Early, the Blackhawks were getting outshot 6-1. He really helped settle things down. He kept them in it. No early goal against. Of course, the Blackhawks have been plagued by early goals in some games that they've lost. And last night, no exception. Against the Washington Capitals, first shot on net, I think it was just inside of 4 minutes, ended up going in. But, boy, he's really helped steady the ship. And maybe the team didn't have their legs right away, but now they've carried the play. And the shots are 8-7 now in favor of the Nashville Predators. But at one point, it was 6-1 in favor of the Predators. So the Blackhawks have scraped their way back into this contest.
Back inside the Hawk zone near corner. A big hit now on Levshunov by McCarron. Levshunov shot the puck to the line, but held in by the Predators. McCarron at the right point, put the puck down behind the net to Reed Schaefer. Jostled by Levshunov, then by Foligno. Levshunov poke checks the puck, but right to McCarron, left wing corner. He spun it to the left point. Yossi handcuffs his man. Perbix with a pass in the deep slot. Puck close to center ice. Hawks get it back in the Predator zone. Donato from the bottom of the left circle tried to center. That hit a skate goes away to the near boards. There's Foligno, spin it back in behind the net. Levshunov from the right wing corner. That was below the goal line as he shot it in on goal, hoping that puck would hit some portion of Saros's equipment and ricochet back into the net. But the Finnish goalkeeper, who's going to play for Finland in the Olympics, was equal to the task, and he smothers the puck. Face off to his left.
I think that's a great play, a smart play by Artie Levshunov. Maybe catch the goaltender, maybe not sleeping, but thinking that he's going to pass the puck, and instead he puts it, as you mentioned, right on his pads, trying to bank it in off the leg of the Finnish netminder. Instead, it hit his pad and just kind of laid there. So good job by Saros to cover that puck up.
Ryan Green to face off, circle to the left of UC Saros with Ryan O'Reilly. O'Reilly wins this draw. And the Predators clear their end. Stamkos sending the puck off the boards into the Hawks. Connor Murphy took it back for the Hawks. He got it ahead to Green, put it over to Burakovsky, Hawk line. He's flattened with a body check, but sends the puck back into the Hawk end. Murphy to Vlasic, clearing to center ice. This deflects into the Predator zone. Wilsby of the Predators moving it ahead on the right wing side to O'Reilly in the Hawk end. And O'Reilly lost the puck into the corner. Vlasic uses his left skate to kick it away. And Green got the puck to Vlasic back in the net. He'll send it around up the right wing side. And Burakovsky deflects the puck to the Predator blue line. Hawks in the midst of a line change. Here's O'Reilly slapping the stick of Vlasic as the puck comes by. And it tumbles down in behind the Hawk net. Murphy got it there. Passing up the right side, Nick Lardis. He'll cross the rink to the left wing of center ice. Send it ahead for Green. He deflects it from the Predator blue line down behind the Nashville net. And it spun away up the near side. Oh, that puck toppled up and hit Michael Bunting in the face. He went down for a moment, but back on his feet as the puck exits the Predator zone. And Korchinski shot it back into the Nashville end. Offside is going to be the call as Lardis hadn't cleared. 1:05 left in the first here. It's kind of a taffy pull in Nashville. No score. Shots on goal, 8 apiece.
Michael Bunting ended up bunting that one with his chin, and he stayed on the ice. And he's actually been a pretty good player here for the Nashville Predators. Of course, the former Maple Leaf spent some time with the Pittsburgh Penguins and finds himself here in Nashville and a big part of the offense.
Use the baseball euphemism there. It's not going to be long before the pitchers and catchers report, folks. And we'll be talking baseball in not too long. Right now, talking hockey. Under a minute to play here in the first period in Nashville. No score. And in the far corner, the Predators get the puck. Passed out to the line to Haig, left point. A long shot goes wide. Loose puck along the near sideboards. And Blankenberg put it back to Haig, right point. He'll roll into the high slot and fire. And that hit one of the Predators parked in front of the net. Hawks are back 3-on-2 the other way, led by Teravainen. Put it in over the Predator line on the right wing. He was hoping Moore would go get that loose puck in the corner, but the Preds do. And Blankenberg's got the puck in behind the Preds net. 15 seconds left in the period. Blankenberg steps out, passing to Haig, left wing of center ice. Bertuzzi knocks it off his stick. Levshunov from the Hawk blue line. Shot it across the rink. This will slide down ice. And icing's going to be called here against the Hawks with 3 seconds left in the period. No score.
Yeah, you don't like to do that late in the period. I mean, you're just giving them one more chance to possibly win a faceoff and possibly get a shot on net. Faceoffs are one of the few times in hockey you can kind of draw up a play, and you might have a set play ready. But the key here, and There's a good one in the face-off dot. Jason Dickinson's got to try and tie up or win this draw.
Well, it's going to be Dickinson against O'Reilly. The drop of the puck to the right of Comesso. Battle ensues and time elapses. So we'll head to the dressing rooms after 20 minutes. Scoreless. They've taken a shot off the Blackhawks side and added it to the Predators side. So after 20 minutes, the Preds have outshot the Blackhawks 9-7. Not that that really matters, but no score in the game so far after 20. I think a good road period for the Hawks coming off that 5-1 loss last night.
Yeah, and John, I think really Drew Comesso, who might have been disappointed with his performance last night, although not all those goals were his fault, but he really helped keep his team in this hockey game early. I mean, Nashville came out lights of fire, and they were putting pucks towards the net, and they were generating some chances, and Drew Comesso stood tall. And I even noticed at the end of this hockey game, a couple of times they're trying to take his eyes away, they're trying to screen him. He's fighting for position, he's fighting to see pucks coming in from the blue line, and did an excellent job in that regard.
So we're in the intermission. Charlie Romeliotis is standing by in Blackhawk Central. He's going to have a full intermission report, and then we'll have second period action to follow along. One quick note I'll share with the listeners. We're in Nashville, and that's what, Steve, about 450 miles from Chicago, maybe?
I'm going to guess.
Yeah. There are a whole bunch of Blackhawk fans here. There's a ton of them in here, folks. It's just great to see. All the red sweaters all over the place. And when we score, when the Blackhawks score, they are loud. You'll be able to hear them. So hopefully we'll hear them here tonight. Charlie coming up in just a minute. No score here in Nashville after one. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
When you're betting and find yourself constantly thinking about gambling and you're losing more money than you have, are you really winning? If you're spending too much time with the slots or you can't stop betting on sports and you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, maybe lying, and probably losing more money than you can afford to lose, you're not alone and you can get help. It's available 24/7 and it's confidential. When your betting has gotten out of hand, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.areyourreallywinning.com. Sponsored by the Illinois Department of Human Services.
It's Bob Surratt. If you follow hockey, you know how important protection is. Protecting the net, the lead, the win. Planning for retirement isn't much different. It's not one decision, it's many. Each one shapes the life you want. How to create reliable income, how much risk to take, when to step away from work, and how to safeguard what you've built. Handling all of that alone can feel like a full-time job. That's why I chose Trajan Wealth. Their fiduciary advisors work with you one-on-one to make the complex feel clear and build a plan that keeps your money working for what's ahead. Your strategy starts with a simple conversation. For a retirement plan you can trust, let Trajan Wealth guide you. Schedule your complimentary review at TrajanWealth.com or visit their offices in Naperville, Park Ridge, or Orland Park. Trajan Wealth, helping protect what you've built for what comes next.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Client paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com. When injuries slow you down, you need a team that knows how to get you back in the game. At Illinois Bone and Joint Institute, their highly trained professionals work together to deliver empathetic, timely, and efficient patient care so you can move better, live better. And if an injury happens after hours, they've got you covered with IBJI ortho access beyond their regular clinic hours. Illinois Bone and Joint Institute. Learn more at IBJI.com. That's IBJI.com.
The Chicago RV Show is back. This annual event features multiple dealers, celebrity seminars, even Spider-Man will be there. And RV There Yet Theater. See all the latest and greatest in motorized and towable RVs. Save thousands with factory rebates and special show financing. Tailgating or traveling, there's an RV for you. Friday, January 9th through Sunday the 11th, there's free parking at the Schaumburg Convention Center. RVSupershows.com.
The professionals at Plumbers 911 Chicago are ready to answer your call. They'll get your plumbing job done right the first time. Their phones are open 24/7, 1-833-PLUM-911.
Time for a break. It's intermission time.
That's a wrap.
Here's Charlie Romeliotis with your intermission update.
20 minutes is in the books over at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, and we have a 0-0 score through 20 minutes of play. Time now to check out the odds according to Circa Sports Illinois. The under was the underdog in this game at plus 118. That ends up hitting Circa Sports Illinois, every time the Blackhawks win this season, someone will win a 2-night stay at Circa Resort and Casino, and another 100 people will get an $100 credit on the Circa app. See the Blackhawks contest page for details. 13 other games on the NHL schedule. 4 of them have already gone final. So let's get to some of these scores. We start in Boston, where the Bruins and Rangers squared off earlier this afternoon. The Bruins put up a 10 spot on the Rangers. There were dueling hat tricks in the game. I shouldn't even say dueling because they both came from the Boston Bruins. Pavel Zacha scored his first career NHL hat trick, and then Marat Kuznetsov had 4 goals and 1 assist. David Pastrnak had 6 assists, which tied a Boston Bruins record. So he assisted on 6 of the 10 goals in that one. So a big victory by the New York Rangers, or by the Boston Bruins earlier this afternoon on the New York Rangers. The Calgary Flames defeated the Pittsburgh Penguins 2-1 earlier today in Pittsburgh. It snapped a 6-game winning streak for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Calgary snapped their 4-game losing streak and also got snapped. Sidney Crosby came into this game with an 8-game point streak. He didn't find the back of the net or pick up an apple, so his point streak comes to an end. The Colorado Avalanche shut out the Columbus Blue Jackets 4-0 earlier today. It was Brent Burns leading the way for Colorado with 2 goals and then a 29-save shutout for Trent Miner for the Avalanche. And then an overtime game we had in St. Louis between the Sharks and the Stars. The Sharks were up 3-2 in this game midway through the third period. The Sharks rally back and win in overtime. It was Tyler Toffoli scoring the OT GWG. Macklin Celebrini had 3 assists in the game for the Sharks to extend his point streak to 13 games. Let's fly through some other scores that are happening in the NHL right now. The Sabres are currently up 2-0 on the Anaheim Ducks in the second intermission. Anaheim is on the verge of losing its 9th consecutive victory. They are 0-7-1 in their last 8 games, minus 21 goal differential over that span. They have fallen outside of the playoffs. Meanwhile, Buffalo, if they win this game, they're going to pick up their 13th win in 14 games. The Toronto Maple Leafs are cruising past the Vancouver Canucks right now, 4-0. That game is late in the second period. William Nylander returned to the lineup for the Maple Leafs. He's missed the last 6 games with a lower body injury. He has a goal and an assist in the game so far. The Detroit Red Wings are shutting out the Montreal Canadiens 2-0 right now through 2 periods of play. The Florida Panthers are in Ottawa tonight and lead the Senators 2-1. The Tampa Bay Lightning are up 3-1 on the Philadelphia Flyers in the second intermission. Tampa Bay is 8-0 in their last 8 games, so they're seeking their 9th consecutive victory. Nikita Kucherov extended his point streak to 9 games, finding the back of the net twice in this so far, so he is on Hattie watch. The Kraken and Hurricanes are tied 1-1 through 2 periods of play. Jacob Slavin returned to the lineup for the Hurricanes after missing the last 10 games with an upper body injury. He is a premier defenseman in the NHL and going to be one of a top pairing defensemen for Team USA at the Olympics. He's played in only 6 games this season. And then finally, the Minnesota Wild are currently up 2-1 on the New York Islanders. Minnesota is back at home after a 6-game road trip. And then the only other game, 2 late ones tonight. The Edmonton Oilers are hosting the LA Kings. The Oilers Connor McDavid. The Oilers are going to be in town on Monday in Chicago. Connor McDavid is looking to extend his point streak to 18 games, which would set a new personal record in the NHL for him. And then the St. Louis Blues are in Vegas tonight to take on the Golden Knights. Earlier today, Philip Broberg signed a 6-year, $48 million extension, so at an $8 million cap hit for the St. Louis Blues. And then on Vegas's end, Mark Stone has a 6-game goal streak going, so we'll see if he can extend that. Elsewhere in sports, the Chicago Bears and Green Bay Packers are currently going on. Green Bay is up 7-3 in the second quarter. Meanwhile, over at Bridgestone Arena, the Blackhawks and Predators are scoreless through 1 period. We'll take a quick break and break down the first period next. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
Hey, it's Spencer Knight. You're locked in for Blackhawks hockey on WGN Radio.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Now for a limited time, get 0.99% APR for 60 months on the Tucson or Tucson Hybrid. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end February 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Hey, Jeremy Roenick here. You know, I played in an era that was tough, gritty, old school. But I got major respect for the next generation of hockey. The speed, the skill, the precision. That's what I see in Flight by Yuengling. It's brewed by the oldest brewery in America, but built for today. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, clean, crisp, real beer flavor without the heaviness. This is the light beer that keeps up with the modern game. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA.
Chicago hockey fans love a good power play. And when it comes to selling your house, you want a team you can trust.
That's why Jeff Buys Your House is your winning play. No repairs, no commissions, and you pick the closing date.
That's like skating on a clean sheet of ice, fast and smooth.
We're a local, veteran-owned company that's been helping Chicagoland homeowners since 2007.
Make the smart move and go for the win. Visit jeffbuysyourhouse.com for your no-obligation offer today.
For breaking legal news on the hottest issues, tune into Legal Face-Off on WGNradio.com, hosted by Rich Lenkoff and Tina Martini, and brought to you by McCorkle Litigation Services.
First intermission over in Nashville. The Blackhawks and Predators are scoreless through one period of play. Shots on goal 9-7 in favor of Nashville, but they sure did get some high quality scoring opportunities in that first period. I thought Drew Commesso was really dialed in that first period. Specifically early on, he had to make a couple of high quality saves on Ryan O'Reilly just 41 seconds into the contest. We talked about it in the pregame show that we felt like Commesso was going to put together a stronger effort or performance tonight versus last night, where it was a whirlwind of a day for him, where he's driving to Chicago, thinks he's going to be the backup, ends up getting thrown into the fire. Really no pregame scouting report on some of the Washington Capitals. And so he was able to kind of mentally prepare for this game tonight, knowing that he was going to be the starting goaltender, and he stopped all 9 shots he faced in the first period. According to Natural Stat Trick, the Predators had a 1.43 expected goals in that first period. So Drew Commesso coming up really big, none of those finding the back of the net. The high danger chances were 6-0 in favor of Nashville in all situations for the between the Blackhawks and Predators. Hawks did get a power play in that first period. I thought they were really zipping it around. They got some offensive zone time, but they were just credited with 2 shot attempts, 2 shots on goal, 1 scoring chance. But you can feel the presence of Connor Bedard on the power play when he's out there. He just adds a totally different dynamic. I know the power play has been really good over the last 6 games for Chicago, 8 for the last 18 games. But with Connor Bedard back, it just feels like the Hawks have been zipping it around over the last game and a half now, with number 98 back in the lineup. And so that's great to see. And then lastly, the CHSN broadcast put up a stat that the Blackhawks had allowed a first period goal in 11 straight games prior to tonight. So nice to see the Blackhawks give up 0 in the first period tonight. I think the Hawks were being outscored 17-6 in those previous 11 games. So I kind of think it's a win for the Blackhawks to exit that first period 0-0 score, given what the scoring chances were. The Nashville Predators ended up scoring or registering the first 6 shots on goal of the first period. The Blackhawks, I think, ended up getting the next 7. So they started to tilt the ice in their favor just a little bit, but I felt like Nashville was the better team. Hawks got really good goaltending from Drew Commesso, and so I think the Hawks are a little bit fortunate to get out of that period 0-0, but I think the Hawks will take it moving forward. Hawks and Predators are scoreless through one period of play. We got second period action coming up next. You're listening to Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
WGN Chicago is your radio home for the Hawks, the Cats, March Madness, and the Indy 500. On air and on smart devices worldwide.
Cold weather and hockey season go together hand in hand, but your home isn't a hockey rink, and you want it to be the perfect temperature no matter the season. With Mitsubishi electric heating and air conditioning mini split systems, you get the ultimate comfort and efficiency every time, even in those difficult to heat places in your home. Their units are designed to deliver consistent comfort where you need it most. Check out Mitsubishi electric heating and cooling mini split systems today at getacomfyhome.com. Hey, Chicago Blackhawks fans! I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, a win isn't a win without the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy.
Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Parents, what is your student doing after high school? Most of us would agree that education after high school is essential, but how do you help your student explore and decide on the education needed for their career choice? Remember, college is not a career choice. Don't worry, there is help. The help is Career Vision. Career Vision is a 35-year-old career consulting organization that works with students and their parents to discover each person's best career choice. Using their aptitude assessment program, Career Vision reveals an individual's natural talents and can direct them to the careers that will use these strengths and be more satisfying. Your student will be guided personally by a professional career consultant to receive objective information about themselves and the type of careers that fit them. We want our children to become happy adults. Career Vision has a proven system that takes the guesswork out of your student's future. Learn more at careervision.org. That's careervision.org.
Permaseal, the leader in basement waterproofing, also offers foundation repair, concrete restoration, and attic insulation. Call 800-421-SEAL or visit permaseal.net.
Up next, the second period. Here's Charlie Rebelliotis with your recap.
Blackhawks and Predators are on the ice over at Bridgestone Arena for the start of the second period. Connor Bedard made his return to the lineup last night against the Blackhawks. This is his second straight game after missing 12 games with a shoulder injury. He was very noticeable on the power play, but his line at even strength in the first period wasn't too noticeable. The Green, Bedard, Burakovsky line failed to register a shot attempt in that first period. I imagine that's going to change in the second period because I know number 98 is going to want to help lift this Blackhawks team back into the hockey game and maybe try to get the first goal of this game with 0-0 through one period of play. What's on Deck is sponsored by TimberTech Decking and Railing, #1 in premium decking. Order free samples at timbertech.com as we throw it back over to John and Steve in Nashville.
All right, thank you very much, Charlie. We're here at the Bridgestone Arena. No score in this game so far after one period of play. And I commented to Steve before we sent it away for a break for the intermission that a good road period played by the Hawks after coming off of a 5-1 home ice loss where things look pretty dour. But I think that their effort here in the first period has been a bit of an inspiration for them.
Well, at times, I really think Drew Comesso had a really strong first period. I look at the high danger chances, and I think Charlie probably talked about it too. 6-0 high danger chances in favor of the Nashville Predators. So the Blackhawks, played a lot on their heels early in the period, but then they started to gain a little bit of momentum, and that's what good goaltending can do. So hopefully they come out here and get some scoring opportunities in period number 2.
Now inside the Predator zone along the left wing boards, Ilya Mikheyev grabs a loose puck and tried to fire it in on goal. This hit Jason Dickinson in the hand. And the play stops as the puck comes back into the Hawk zone. And Comesso gloves the puck and holds it there. Dickinson looks like he's going to stay on. He's a tough kid.
Yeah.
Face-off circle to the left of Comesso.
Drew, make that Jason Dickinson did a real good job in that first period in the face-off dot. He was the only Chicago Blackhawks centerman over 50%.
Well, he wins this draw to Vlasic, who spins it off the left wing boards deep into the Predators' own left wing corner. Ilya Mikheyev took it away. But then Nicholas Hague took the puck right back for the Preds, clears to the line. Vlasic stepping up at the left point to boot the puck back across the rink into the near corner. Blankenberg of the Predators got it there. Put the puck out to center ice. And now this is Reed Schaefer passing it ahead, picked off by the Hawks. Burakovsky back into the Predator zone, down the right wing to the corner, turning there, fed the slot, and a shot from Bedard, and a pad save made by UC Saros.
What a great play by Andre Burakovsky. That was 1-on-5. He was waiting for support. That support came in the form of Connor Bedard, and a great one-timer. Big save by Saros.
Now Levshunov steps into Michael McCarron twice. He got 2 for his money in that sequence. Knocked him down along the right boards in the Hawks zone first, and McCarron got back to his feet. Then Levshunov let him have it in the corner. Hawks get the puck back. Bedard to center ice, slips it through to Green over the Predator line, left wing. Back to Bedard, top of the left circle. He put it across for Burakovsky in the right circle, but a Predator player, Forsberg, got a skate in there, deflecting that one to center ice. Now Forsberg takes it away, moves into the Hawk zone, and rifles a shot in on goal, and Camesso down, square to the shooter. Took it off of his chest. He lets it drop into his glove, and he holds on. Whistle stopping play. And Forsberg, Steve, understandably frustrated. No goals in his last 8, only 1 in his last 10.
Yeah, that's hard to believe. And he had an excellent opportunity there and ends up shooting it right into the breadbasket of Drew Camesso, who makes another stop. He is now a perfect 10 for 10 in this hockey game. And unfortunately, the Blackhawks turn one over in the neutral ice area, and they dodge a bullet. Camesso with a stop.
So here's the draw circle to Camesso's left. Howla wins it away from Moore. Perbix at the line. Flips the puck up the right wing boards, intended for Bunting, but it eludes him. Puck rides around to the near side of the rink. Held in by Perbix. Actually, now this is blown dead by the linesman on the far side of the rink. Offside is going to be called. And Perbix claiming the linesman, or trying to plead with the linesman that he kept the puck over the top of the blue line, but the linesman didn't see it that way.
Too late now. He's not going to rescind that, but yeah, I understand what Perbix is talking about. Just so I can follow up, Jason Dickinson won 5 draws, lost 3 in the first period, so he came out at 63%. The only Blackhawk centerman over 500. Ryan Green was 2 for 2, so 2 wins, 2 losses. He was at 50%.
Well, Moore wins this draw. Hawks get possession in their end. Here's Moore to center ice, trying to flip it ahead into the Predator zone. It's spun back to Moore by Yossi, but then Moore took the puck back and dumps it into the right wing corner Predator zone, then got to it. Now a pass in front for Lardis. He fires a shot, chest save made by Saros. Lardis along the left sideboards, trying to clear the puck to the corner. This is taken away by Nick Perbix of the Preds, who lifts it down into the Hawk zone. Vlasic back to get it, passing up ice. Lardis into the Predator zone. To Moore in the right wing circle. To Nick Lardis, right wing corner. Flips the puck behind the net. There to get it, Donato. Donato, bottom of the left wing circle. Feeds the left point, Korchinski. Moves it right point, Grizzly. A one-timer, and that's gloved out of the air by Saros. The shot was going wide, but Saros didn't like what he saw all around him there, so he held on for the whistle.
Another good line, another good shift by that line, the Oliver Moore line, along with Lardis and Teuvo Teravainen. I mentioned back in that first period, they really had a strong shift against the number 1 line of the Nashville Predators, that being the Ryan O'Reilly line. So you keep stacking up shifts like that. Oliver Moore keep using his speed. You keep getting shots when you're on the ice. That's certainly going to help your cause.
Preds win the draw, and they clear their end. It's center ice. Wilsby to Tyson Joe's Hawk blue line. He'll dump the puck to the left wing corner in the Hawk end. Matt Grzelcyk back to get it. Put on the brakes behind the net. Put the puck up the right wing side. Slaggert, he'll flip it back to the corner to Grzelcyk. Over to Korchinski. Passing on the right wing at center ice. Slaggert bolts into the Predator zone. Moves in and fires. And a butterfly save made there by UC Saros. Outstanding individual effort there by Landon Slaggert.
Yeah, really good speed by the youngster, the 4th line player, Landon Slaggert, who a couple games ago had a goal and an assist, but they're just using his speed to the outside and got off a sneaky quick shot.
Donato shot the puck across the rink for Korchinski. He took the puck into the Predator zone on the left wing side, but whistle blows on the offside, and they'll bring the face-off out to center ice and right in front of the Hawks bench. We have no score with 16:45 left in period 2.
And remember, all Blackhawks wins this season are sponsored by Circus Sports Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circusports.com.
Dickinson back on there to take this face-off against Michael McCarron. And McCarron has become a bit of a beast at the dot. This time Dickinson beats him there. Mikheyev stepping into the Predator zone on the left wing side. Snaps it down behind the net. Haig will play it back up that far side, picked off by Kaiser. Moves to the slot, gave it to Bertuzzi, hammers a shot that goes wide. Dickinson from the right wing circle fires, blocked by Haig. Dickinson takes the puck back right point, spins it down behind the net. Kaiser moving in for the left point to the corner. Had the puck for a moment, but it bounces off his stick. And the other way goes Cole Smith to center ice. Carries into the Hawk zone. You heard that whistle cut the air, and the Predators are offside on this play. So we're down to 16-14 for the period and no score. And they'll face it off in front of the Predator bench.
Good keep in by the Chicago Blackhawks. That was Wyatt Kaiser, who's having himself another strong game. And he spotted Tyler Bertuzzi alone in the slot, gave him the one-time opportunity. Unfortunately, Tyler Bertuzzi shot that just a little bit wide. So get shots on net. Maybe you can get the rebound as long as they're on net. And unfortunately, that chance was kind of wasted.
Back in the Hawk zone, Andre Burakovsky along the right side boards. Passing between the circles, Vlasic. Moves it up the right wing, Green. Backing into the Predator zone. Lost the puck down the boards to Wilsby. And he'll spin it ahead to center ice. And a couple of Predator players wave at the puck. Stamkos and Forsberg. Ryan Green darting in to take it back and flip it deep into the Hawk end. Vlasic with a pass over to Murphy. Lead pass for Bedard. Picked off inside the line by O'Reilly. He'll send it down behind the Hawk net, but Vlasic is there to control it. Passing up the left wing side to Green. Rink wide pass Burakovsky to Bedard. Sends him in over the Predator line. Hits the trailer Murphy to Bedard. Left circle. He shoots. Saros with a scrambling save. Bedard on the rebound. Put it in front. Burakovsky couldn't get a clean shot away. His stick was held up. Murphy at the right point now. Snaps the puck down to the right wing corner. Bedard's stick was held off the ice by Bunting. Puck taken back by the Predator, Shea, and he'll lift it down ice into the Hawk end.
Burakovsky looking for a penalty on that play. What a shot, though, by Connor Bedard. It snuck through Saros, but stayed outside of the goal line.
Evangelista into the Hawk zone right wing side. Lost the puck the other way. Moore on a breakaway with a Predator line down the slot. Moves in and shoots. And a chest save made by Saros. But the whistle blows, and we're going to get a penalty here to the Predators. The Hawks will get their second power play of the game.
It's been all Chicago Blackhawks the last 3 minutes. A couple of great opportunities. First by Bedard. Here's the call.
Nashville, 2-minute minor penalty, holding.
Holding is the call.
Roman Josi.
A key penalty killer for them. Their best defenseman on the back end. But that shot by Bedard snuck through Roman Josi. Make that UC Saros could not cross the goal line, though. And then a little later on, it was Oliver Moore who, prior to the last game against Washington, had goals. Well, actually, he has had goals in back-to-back games, power play goals in both of those games. And he gets stymied by Saros on the breakaway.
So this is a Citgo power play. Score savings on every fill-up with Club Citgo. Download the app now to start saving. Face off to the right of UC Saros. And it's going to be Oliver Moore in to try his luck against Big Mike McCarron, who wins this face-off. It comes back to Perbix between the circles, and he'll fire the puck off the left wing boards and down. Matt Grzelcyk moving up the left wing side toward the Hawk blue line, decides to drop the puck behind himself. Ryan Green claims it there, moves it to center ice to Lardis, put it in over the line, left wing side, Moore with a toe drag and a shot, and it bounces just wide of the net. We've seen Moore score from that range several times here.
Last game against the Washington Capitals. This is keep in.
Lino, nice keep in there at the line to Green, to the left point, Grzelcyk. Put it down to the left wing boards. Moore to Green, left wing circle. Being pursued and pushed into the boards there by Perbix. Predators very aggressive on their penalty kill. We mentioned they're the best in the league on home ice. Now Moore, bottom of the left circle. Spins it back to the left point. Grzelcyk to Lardis, top of the right circle, back to Grzelcyk from the high slot, firing one in toward the net. Blocked in front by Shea, who slaps the puck down ice.
You know, they're so aggressive on the penalty kill. We're talking about the Nashville Predators. Grzelcyk thought they might be able to 2-on-1 somebody in front of the net because he had a guy right in his kitchen. The other defenseman was being covered too. Unfortunately, that soft pass to the front of the net got intercepted and taken down the ice.
Bedard leads the rush through center ice over the Predator line on the right wing. Tried to turn and center the puck. Picked off by Eric Howla, and he'll clear it down ice. Now 39 seconds on the Hawk power play. Tyler Bertuzzi, Hawk blue line. Hands it off to Burakovsky to center ice to Bedard over the Predator line. Right wing to Teravainen. Drops it at the right point. Levshinov sticks it over to the left wing corner. Bedard's got it there. Walks in front of the net. Gave it to Bertuzzi. Shoots. He scores! It's a power play goal. Tyler Bertuzzi slams it home. And the Hawks lead 1-0 The goal, 13-19 left in period number 2.
And with that goal, it's time to break out the Bandito, celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila. And what a move by Connor Bedard off the boards. He throws it into reverse, takes it on his backhand, sheds the check. That was Cole Smith. And then dekes out the other defenseman in front of the net. And I believe that was, yes, it was Nicholas Haig. And as a result, Tyler Bertuzzi wide open on the doorstep where he seems to score about 90% of his goals. That's an easy slam dunk for him. Saros tried to block that pass from Bedard to Bertuzzi. He couldn't. He was out of position. And a very important first goal goes to the Blackhawks.
Now it's going to be Bertuzzi's 23rd on the season. From Bedard and Levshunov, the goal is 6:41 of period number 2. And so 1-0 Hawks. Here's Svechkov breaking down the right wing Hawk zone. Fires! Glove save made by Comesso. And he holds on to the puck. Get a whistle and a face-off in the circle to his left when we return. Hawks 1, Predators no score with 13:03 left in the second here in Nashville. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
In 2026, make a resolution to better care for yourself and those you love. At Rogers & Holland's Family Jewelers, the Year of You sales event means great deals on jewelry and watches for milestone moments. Make this the year you choose what matters with Rogers & Holland's. Celebrate the Year of You in stores and online at fornowandforever.com. That's fornowandforever.com.
Rogers and Holland, for now and forever.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Hey hockey fans, it's Troy Murray. If you're ready to upgrade your outdoor living space, look no further than TimberTech Decking and Railing, the #1 premium composite decking brand, tough enough to handle anything. It looks like real wood, but without the costly maintenance of a wood deck. It won't rot, warp, splinter, or peel, ever. And it's backed by industry-leading warranties so your deck will last year after year after year. Connect with a local contractor or order free samples at TimberTech.com to see the TimberTech difference for yourself. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
Hey, it's Ryan Donato. Listen to Bob Surratt weekdays at 6 a.m. on WGN Radio.
Well, the Blackhawks have another Friday night hockey game coming up. Join us on Friday, January 23rd at 7 p.m. when the Tampa Bay Lightning come to town. The first 2,000 fans in attendance will receive an exclusive Modelo Blackhawks hat. See the black alternate jerseys in action again and secure your spot today at blackhawks.com/tickets.
Well, this is the Four Seasons Face-Off, your trusted local experts for heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electric, and generators. And Jason Dickinson of the Hawks, 10 of 12 on draws so far. He just won another one, make it 11 for 13. He takes the draw. Grzelcyk flips it to center ice. Dickinson at the Predator blue line, recovering a bouncing puck, put it down to the left wing corner. Nick Blankenberg spins it behind the net, picked off in the near corner by Bertuzzi. Put it to the line, Kevin Korchinski there. Worked it down to Mikheyev, left wing corner. Mikheyev back to Korchinski, left point. Put it to the high slot, Dickinson. Holding, moves it right circle, Grzelcyk. Send it in front, redirected wide by Korchinski. Predators get the puck back. Svechkov carrying to center ice. Hands it on the right wing over the Hawk blue line. Down is Matthew Wood behind the net. And the puck is shot from the left wing corner by Forsberg into the crease where Comesso plops on it and holds it. And then the boys all get together and talk things over. But the linesmen are on the scene to break everybody apart.
I like that last play by Grzelcyk, up ice in the offensive zone. Matt Grzelcyk has 6 assists in his last 11 games, and he had a couple people out front. His defense partner, Kevin Korchinski, was parked out front, as was Ilya Mikheyev, and unfortunately misconnected. Couldn't find either of those guys. That pass went right through the blue paint. But Matt Grzelcyk still looking to score his first goal as a Chicago Blackhawk. Yeah. But mentioned the 6 assists in 11 games. He's been a part of that power play, too, and he's picked up a couple of big key assists there.
You know, Steve, he kind of reminds me, he does resemble in some ways former Blackhawk great defenseman, as a shot came in for the left point off the draw by Yossi into the glove of Comesso, and he'll hold it in a face-off to his right. Grzelcyk's game kind of reminds me a little bit of Nicholas Hjalmarsson's, where he always seems to make the smart play.
Yeah, I think that's a very fair comparison. I'm just amazed at his awareness on the ice, and it's not just offense. And he had 40 points last year in Pittsburgh, but boy, he's really good defensively.
Now Foligno gains center ice on the left wing, dumps the puck to the left wing corner, Predator zone. Levshunov in deep to get it. To Donato, left point. Tried to flip it back to Levshunov, picked off by the Predators. Bunting, head to Jost over the Hawk line, left wing side, dumping it to the corner. Kaiser is able to stab it up the boards, but not out. Howla held the puck in left point. Predators moves it left circle. Jost, he'll fire. Camesso down, makes the save with his chest, and we get a little pile up to the right of the net. And Nick Foligno was on top of one of the Predators in the near corner. And Wyatt Kaiser with a bear hug on Michael Bunting. And they go down to the ice, and then Kaiser pulls a reversal on him, gets the 2 points there, and they continue to grapple. They get back to their feet. Kaiser's lost his bucket. This is all happening at the top of the Hawk goal crease. You got one linesman in there trying to separate him now, both linesmen on the scene.
Good for
and
Wyatt
Michael
Kaiser.
Bunting not happy. He's dragged out to the ice now by Foligno, and a big pileup ensues in front of the Hawks net. Drew Camesso came out of the net to grab one of the Predator players. You've got Donato pinning, I believe that's Eric Howla, to the ice. And Nick Foligno standing there as well, asking if anybody wants to go any further.
You know, Ryan Donato was not happy with Bunting because I think he went over and tried to damage the helmet of Wyatt Kaiser that was laying on the ice, possibly to, shatter the shield.
Right.
And so Donato came over and just basically horse-collared him, dragged him down from behind, one-handed, and did a real good job on Bunting. And I like the job that Kaiser did on Bunting, too, pulling him off his netminder. Great job by the Chicago Blackhawks, showing some team resiliency.
And now you got to look at that, Steve. You called it 1,000% right. And good for Ryan Donato. I mean, that sends the signal. We're not going to put up with that garbage.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a bush league play by Bunting. Get up and try and slash the guy's helmet that's on the ice. What are you trying to do, damage the screen or the shield? And that's what he was probably trying to do. Kaiser did it, and Bunting's a strong guy. He's a big, strong guy. Wyatt Kaiser, we saw him earlier in this game, absolutely hammer Philip Forsberg. And right there, taking care of Bunting, literally dragging him away from his netminder. And then a little later on is Ryan Donato. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if Ryan Donato gets the extra call here, and that might be the case. And here is the official call.
Now, before the call, Chris Rooney having words with Ryan Donato. A couple of Boston guys talking it over. And Rooney directing the folks that work at the penalty timekeepers bench to adjust the clock. We'll have an announcement here momentarily. Rooney right now in conference with Chris Schlenker. And now another linesman comes over to be a part of the convention.
During all that, not only 5 players got involved for the Blackhawks, but Drew Camesso, the goaltender, came out and grabbed a hold of Jost, which is a good idea. I think he realized that maybe his team was shorthanded, so he grabbed somebody and pulled him off the pile. Way to go, Drew Camesso.
So, will we get an announcement here? Chris Rooney has not made any kind of an announcement. Ryan Donato is sitting, actually now standing inside the Blackhawks penalty box. And it looks like Nashville might get a power play out of this.
There's no call on the play. It wouldn't surprise me. And I'm wondering if Ryan Donato is maybe has to leave this game. He might be given a misconduct. Now Wyatt Kaiser heading to the penalty box. So 2 Blackhawks got a penalty, 1 Nashville Predator got a penalty, so it will be a power play. It'll be a 5-on-4 for 2 minutes.
Face off just outside the Hawk blue line. It's center ice, right next to the penalty boxes. Dickinson against O'Reilly, who wins this draw. Yossi over the center ice circle, backing up with the puck into the Predator zone. He wants to survey the scene down between the circles in the Preds end, and he'll start up. Yossi drops it back to Stamkos. Recently scored his 600th NHL goal to Evangelista. Put it over the Hawk line. Forsberg right circle. To Yossi right point. Evangelista top of the right circle. To Yossi high slot now. Put it over, right point, Forsberg, put it beside the net, and O'Reilly grabs the puck, walks in front, tried to fire. Comesso knocked it away with a stick. Loose puck along the right boards in the Hawk zone. Murphy works it free to Jason Dickinson. He'll skate it out shorthanded. Drops it along the right wing boards into the Predator zone for Ilya Mikheyev, but the Predators' Roman Josi got to it first.
It was a real good save by Comesso. Ryan O'Reilly had plenty of time to downplay low. He walked out front, and you mentioned a great save, maybe a stick save by Comesso.
Now Josi works the puck into the Hawk zone to Forsberg right point to O'Reilly right circle. Back to Forsberg. Sends it over Evangelista, top of the left circle. Put it to the corner, Stamkos. He sent it back up the boards, picked off by Ryan Green. Green navigating to center ice, decides to just backhand the puck all the way down and get a fresh 4 out there.
There's that hockey IQ of Ryan Green, just reading that play, intercepting, and then dragging the puck for an extra 3-4 seconds before getting it down the ice.
Howell into the Hawk zone, turned the puck over for a moment, but taken back by Brady Shea right point. To Svechkov right circle. He shoots, that goes just wide of the net, and the puck rims around the dasher and back down ice into the Predator zone. 28 seconds left on the Preds power play.
Nice pass there by Shea to Svechkov. Svechkov just missed by a couple of inches.
Howell dumping the puck off the left side glass deep into the Hawk zone. Around to the right wing corner it goes. Preds get it back, then give it back. Dickinson to Levshunov to center ice. And he'll float it off the left wing boards and down. 9 seconds left on the Predator power play. They're in their last rush. Down to 5. Here's Blankenberg, center ice on the right wing. Sticking the puck down the glass in behind the Hawk net. McCarron caught it in the left wing corner. Turned it over to Vlasic. He'll drive it around the boards and down. We're going to get icing here. But at least the Hawks have come back to full strength. And, folks, that is sponsored by Northwestern Medicine Orthopedics on a relentless pursuit of better medicine.
Another good penalty kill by the Blackhawks. And, yeah, the goaltender had to make a save, and early it was Drew Comesso on Ryan O'Reilly. But then after that, some good anticipation. We saw it from Ryan Green. We saw some good stick work out there from Jason Dickinson. And good to see Artie Levshunov, too, getting some more time killing penalties. With Rye Kaiser in there, a typical penalty killer. You need to rely on other guys, and that guy was Levshunov, getting some more ice time here tonight.
Well, that was the 14th consecutive kill by the Hawks, dating back to the game against the Islanders. Now McCarron from behind the net, tried to wrap the puck around, ends up in the crease, and the puck knocked out of there, and again we get a pile-up in the Hawk crease. This is getting epidemic. 9:31 left in the second here in Nashville. The Hawks won, the Predators no score. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Hey, it's Frank Nazar. Stay tuned. More Blackhawks hockey coming up.
Jiffy Lube's quick, quality 15-minute oil change service will have your car ready before you know it. It's so fast, you'll find yourself saying, already ready? Even now, after I just told you, you'll still be surprised at how fast and efficient it is. Plus, Jiffy Lube does more than just oil changes fast. They'll take care of the preventive maintenance your car needs to keep running smoothly, like free fluid top-offs, battery checks, and more. All in a jiffy. So come in today. You're practically already ready.
The Blackhawks defend their home ice, but who defends yours? Since 1936, Culligan has been your trusted water expert, providing cleaner, safer, better-tasting water to Chicagoans like you. As the official water provider of the Blackhawks, certified Culligan filtration gives you the best water wherever you are, at home, at work, or roaring during the national anthem in the United Center. Enjoy water you trust from a partner you trust. Culligan, water you love.
Comparing health insurance plans is never easy. That's why I work for Get Covered Illinois.
We are the state's official health insurance marketplace.
We have a website to compare multiple plans and prices in one place, and people who can help you for free. Community-based navigators and brokers, certified by the state.
And we have live customer service.
At getcoveredillinois.gov, we're here to help.
Hey, Chris Chelios here. It's time to break out the Bandito. El Bandito Yankee Tequila. So smooth, it's criminal. Break out the Bandito, baby.
Well, the Speed of the Game is sponsored by Chicagoland Jiffy Lube. Visit your local Jiffy Lube today for a quick, quality oil change that gets you in and out in a jiffy. And how about the speed of Tyler Bertuzzi and getting to 23 goals? Last year, John, it took 82 games for number 59 to score his 23rd goal. This year, game number 42, basically half the games, the same number of goals, 23. And as you mentioned, a bunch on the power play. That's his 15th road goal 15 of 23, which is basically 2/3 of his goals coming on the road. I can tell you as a player, that's a hard thing to do. It's easy sometimes to score at home. It's harder to score on the road.
Right.
Tyler Bertuzzi has scored 2/3 of his goals thus far away from the United Center.
Well, you got the stats on your phone. What's his career high number? Is he getting anywhere close? I haven't looked that closely.
Yeah, good for you. 30 goals, 21-22 season. That was with Jeff Blashill.
Yeah.
That's his career high. He should be able to meet that and break it.
Health permitting. Well, the puck knocked out of the air by a high stick in the Hawk zone. And we get a whistle. They'll face it off to the left of Drew Commesso. And so far, Drew Commesso has stopped all 15 of the Predator shots.
He's been really good, especially early in this game. And how about Connor Bedard and that setup to Tyler Bertuzzi, who had a wide open cage because of the moves, because of the speed, because of the awareness of number 98.
Off the draw, here's Josi claiming the puck from the right point now to the top of the right circle and whips it in on goal, and a glove save made by Commesso. Face-off circle to his left. We're down to 9:17 left in period number 2. Still 1-0 Hawks.
Well, that was McCarron with another win. And I know in the first period, McCarron was literally perfect, 7-0.
Yeah.
Let's see what he does here.
Facing off against Nick Foligno. He wins the draw. Josi's got the puck, tracks in behind the net where he's hit there by Ryan Donato. They continue their battle over to the right wing corner. Puck lays in the feet of Josi. Spun out to the line. Perbix now moves it high slot and a drive. And it looked like it hit the blocker of Commesso and possibly the headgear, but he continues to play. Cole Smith behind the Hawk net. Bounces off of a check. Gave the puck to McCarron, who looked like he got the shaft of his stick up in the face of Nick Foligno in the near corner. The Predators maintain the zone. Josi right circle fires. Looked like Commesso got a piece of that, knocking it wide. Penalty coming up here to the Hawks. And now loose puck in the corner. Matty Grzelcyk battling there with an unidentified Predator. I believe that's Reed Schaefer. Nick Foligno in to offer some assistance as well. And now the linesmen are on the scene.
He's getting testy, but I like when it's spicy. Both teams, not a lot of love for each other. They're both Central Division rivals, and this game means a lot to both squads. If the Blackhawks should come out with a victory here, they would leapfrog the Nashville Predators in the standings and only be 2 points out of a playoff spot. They'd also be tied with the Anaheim Ducks, who have had a great start to this year. Interference is going to be the call on Kevin Korchinski, who's had a strong game here tonight. Unfortunately, he takes a penalty deep in his own zone. So the Blackhawks are very successful on their last kill. They've been very successful. What did you say, John? Are they 14 for 14 now?
14 straight.
Okay, they're looking to make it 15. And the Nashville Predators back to the power play.
For the Predators, this is their second on the night. Face-off is at center ice, just outside the Hawk blue line. And Ryan O'Reilly facing off there against Jason Dickinson. O'Reilly gets this one. Predators get control. Roman Josi taking the puck back, skates to his blue line. Then steps ahead to center ice and bats the puck back into the Predator zone. O'Reilly picks it up and carries. O'Reilly to center ice on the left wing, whips it down behind the Hawk net. Around it goes to the right point to Evangelista. Now high slot, Josi launches a shot, and Ilya Mikheyev got a stick in there, deflecting that one way up into the protective netting.
Excellent job by Mikheyev. And, you know, he's probably not at 100%. He missed the last game due to the flu. He's playing in this one, and I don't see the normal jump speed from number 95, but he still has that awareness. He still has that hockey smarts. And just waited till the last second to deflect that blast.
Preds get the draw again, off the draw. Josi again, left point. Down to Stamkos in the left wing half board. Whips it in behind the Hawk net over Evangelista's stick onto that of Forsberg in the right wing corner. He'll spin it back in behind, and it eludes Stamkos along the near boards, and the puck tumbles all the way down into the Predator end. Josi back to get it behind the net. 1:12 on the power play as Josi gains center ice. He'll probably play for Team Switzerland in the upcoming Olympics. Now to O'Reilly over the Hawk blue line left wing side. Whips it down behind the net, right wing corner. Forsberg had it swatted off his stick. Stamkos recovers behind the net. To Forsberg, right wing corner. Now to Evangelista along the right wing boards. To O'Reilly back in the net. Back to Evangelista. Back to Riley to the left of the net along the goal line. O'Reilly creeps into the right wing circle. Leaves it for Evangelista near the high slot. Evangelista now right point. Putting it deep slot, Yossi. Back to Evangelista. To O'Reilly beside the net. He uses his skate to redirect the puck in front, but Comesso was wise to it and plops on the puck in the hot crease with his glove and holds on, and a face-off will ensue to his left.
Yeah, that's a smart cover-up by Drew Comesso. That was a misplay by Ryan O'Reilly. The pass was not good from Evangelista. It was kind of into the skates of O'Reilly. He tried to handle it. It ended up deflecting off of that right boot right to the front of the net, and as you mentioned, Drew Comesso, he'll take a face-off all day long, especially when killing a penalty, and he covered it up quickly.
Here's Michael Bunting facing off against Jason Dickinson, who wins the draw. Behind the net now. Puck pounded around by Leshinov, but not out. Held in by the Preds. Now to the right wing side. Predators get it back. Matthew Wood put it out to the point. This bounces to center ice. Ilya Mikheyev's got the puck. Stopping in front of the penalty boxes, and he'll wind it down the right wing boards and in behind the Predator net. Saros stopping it back there for Blankenberg. We're down 10 seconds left on the Preds power play. They're in their last rush. Howla sticks it down the left side boards behind the Hawk net. Kaiser deftly pulls it away from a couple of Preds. Moves it on the right wing side. Levshunov. Hawks at full strength. To head to Dickinson. Over the Predator line right wing. Tried to return it over from the high slot to the right wing boards and does to Levshunov. He'll spin it back behind the net. Bedard claims the puck along the left wing boards. Feeds the deep slot there. And Matt Grzelcyk down to Levshunov right circle. Sent it across for Bedard in the left wing corner. The puck hops over his stick. Brady Shea's got it for the Predators. Hawks now face a 4-on-2 rush. Here's Howla down the right wing side. Hawks zone. Put it in front. And Wood shot it through the crease and wide. Now along the near boards, Bunting lost the puck to the corner. Matt Grzelcyk there. Oh, and a big hit on Levshunov in the far corner by McCarron as Grzelcyk shot the puck to the Preds blue line. Haig then turns it over. Here's Bedard racing down the right wing. Preds end. Slings it back to the left point. Grzelcyk was late getting there. This puck topples to center ice, and now the Hawks get it back in their end. Grzelcyk sent a pass up the left wing. Ryan Green center ice to Bedard. Cuts in over the Predator line. Top of the right circle, stopping there. Feeds it back to Korchinski, now left point. Down to Donato, left wing corner, put it in front, Bedard. To the right circle, Burakovsky, he shoots, and Saros goes down in the butterfly position to make that save.
Great awareness from Bedard. He gets that puck, you think he's going to shoot, instead he backhands it right onto the stick of Burakovsky, who got off a pretty good shot.
Now Comesso to a bouncing puck beside his net. Sends it over to the far corner. Korchinski there, passing it ahead to Kaiser. To Donato, Hawk blue line, to Oliver Moore, Predator blue line on the right wing, and he'll backhand the puck in behind the net. Saros, the goalkeeper, out to play it away to Haig, who shot the puck around the left wing glass and down into the Hawk zone. They're going to wade the icing. Kaiser leaving the puck in the near corner. Murphy bats it up the right wing boards. Claimed by Donato. Goes rink wide with a pass from Moore. It's off his stick at the Preds line. Sent ahead by Perbix into the Hawk zone. Yossi now near the left point. Bothered by Nick Lardis of the Hawks, who pulls the puck free. Lardis trying to kick it ahead to Donato and does, and Donato clears to center ice. Forsberg doubling back for Nashville will lift it back into the Predator zone. Yossi chasing it down. There's Yossi from behind the Preds net. He'll skate out with the puck to center ice. Sticks it off the left wing boards down behind the Hawk net. Comesso went out to play the puck. It hopped over his stick. The puck centered from behind the net by Stamkos. Picked off, however, by Bertuzzi. Moves it into the corner of Vlasic, then ahead to Bertuzzi, and he'll work it up the left wing side and slap the puck through center. Now Foligno's got the puck, moving down the right wing to the Preds end along the half boards. Spins it down behind the net, Bertuzzi left wing corner. Tried to center the puck, it comes free along the left boards. Slaggert there to Vlasic left point. Fired a shot, deflected over the net. Bertuzzi got it there. Sends it in front, Slaggert in the left wing circle. Chips it back in behind the net. Bertuzzi battling now with Haig. They work it free. Slaggert got the puck to the left point. Vlasic will pound it to the net, and the glove save made by Saros, and he'll hold on to it there for the whistle. Furious action in the Predator zone. The Hawks get some chances, but can't bag another, but they lead 1-0 with 3:45 left in the second. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Hi, this is Dave Musio, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric, and I want to guarantee you a breakdown-free winter. Did you know that a dirty furnace costs more to operate and can lead to higher utility bills and untimely breakdowns? Now is the time to schedule your Four Seasons furnace tune-up and save $50. A Four Seasons furnace tune-up includes a 35-point inspection, complete cleaning, and we calibrate every component of your furnace. So call today.
For all the right reasons, call 866 Four Seasons.
What do the Blackhawks and United Airlines have in common? The next generation has arrived, and the future looks bright. New planes are joining the United Airlines fleet every week, decked out with Bluetooth connectivity, screens and power at every seat, and bigger overhead bins to fit everyone's carry-on. Book your next trip on the United app or United.com today. United Airlines, proud to be the official airline of the Chicago Blackhawks.
For more than 90 years, the International Union of Operating Engineers Local 150 has worked hard to provide a better life and safer workplaces for the men and women who work in the construction industry across the Midwest. Our 23,000 members operate heavy construction equipment, and Local 150 takes pride in providing world-class skill training to support a professional construction workforce. Learn more about how to join Local 150 at local150.org. And never forget, united we stand, divided we fall.
Hey, it's Jason Dickinson. Don't miss a moment. Stream the game on WGNradio.com.
Well, thanks, Jason. And Who's Hot, Who's Cold is sponsored by Plumbers 911 Chicago, where they do it right the first time. And Who's Hot? Well, how about Macklin Celebrini of the San Jose Sharks? 13-game point streak. He had 3 assists today. John, 9 goals and 17 assists in his last 13 games. That's about 2 points per game. San Jose has now won 6 of their last 7. And who's not? Another high draft pick from Connor Bedard's draft year. Leo Carlson went number 2 after Mr. Bedard. He was top 5 in scoring December 1st. He's only had 1 assist in his last 10 games. Anaheim has now lost 8 straight, and Leo Carlson outside of the top 30 in NHL scoring.
I was going to say that kid Celebrini might have a future in this game. What do you think? Offside at the hot blue line of the Predators. Of course, we say that in jest. I can't wait to see that kid come to the United Center. What a talent.
Well, you know, he and Connor Bedard are pretty good friends. They work out quite a bit in British Columbia, the Vancouver area, and it's a great friendship, and they actually push each other with their off-season workouts, and I think it's going to be 2 guys, 2 superstars we're going to watch for the next 10, 15 years, pushing each other to be better.
Off the face-off, Shea pounds the puck to the left wing boards and down behind the Hawk net. Far corner, Kaiser tried to clear it out, held in by the Preds. A long shot by Wilsey from the line, and that's into the glove of Drew Comesso. Wilsby is what I should say. I called him Wilsey. There was a linesman who had a last name of Wilsey for a while. I think Brian Wilsey.
I think you're right.
Remember him?
Hey, listen, I really like the game of Drew Comesso. Last night, and I don't think it was really fair to him, not all those goals were his fault. He comes into a team that's depleted with some illness, some sickness, and maybe not all the guys feeling 100%. But boy, he steadied the ship early for his team. They were being outplayed early in this hockey game, made some really big stops, and right now the Blackhawks holding on to the 1-0 lead.
They're bunting behind the Hawk net. Murphy runs into him. Puck comes free to Howla. Spins it around to Haig at the right point. He'll flip it back down behind the Hawk net. Tyson Jost has it around to the left circle where he fires, and very calmly Drew Comesso leans against the near post and takes that shot off of his chest, lets it drop into his glove, and then just hands it to the linesman, all in a day's work. Right?
Yeah, well, that's the signature of his hockey game. Just calm, cool, and collected, settle things down back there, quiet feet, and I think that helped settle the team down. He certainly helped settle the team down early in this game, but even in the second period, not a ton of work, but just, making the saves he's supposed to.
Howla wins the draw. Blankenberg at the line, fires a long wrist shot that goes wide. Dickinson grabs the rebound, moves the puck into the near corner. But Howla took it back and spins it behind the Hawk net. Vlasic's got it there. He's going to go ahead and take the icing as he clears it off the left wing boards and down. Icing is the call. We're down to 2:46 left in period number 2, 1-0 Hawks.
I'm fine with that play, and I think the coaching staff is too, because you don't want to force something. You want to hope play, and let's say you hope to make a pass up the middle, you turn it over, that turns into a scoring opportunity. So if you don't see what you like, hard off the boards, get it down the ice, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, the Hawks get this next face-off. Murphy will chip the puck up the near glass to center ice. Bertuzzi waiting on the other end at the Predator line. Sends it to Dickinson wide open over the Predator line, and he'll fire from the left wing circle off the chest of UC Saros.
Another excellent pass by Tyler Bertuzzi.
Here's Bunting into the Hawk zone down the left wing side. Hit by Murphy as he shovels it in behind the net. Kaiser hit along the far boards as well, but moves the puck ahead to Mikheyev. He'll chip it off the boards down into the Predator zone. The Preds get it back. Big Nick Haig came over in a trade with Vegas. Moves it ahead now to Bunting, Hawk line, left wing side. He flips the puck down behind the net. Forsberg and Wyatt Kaiser battled there. And the puck is knocked free into the near corner. Tyson Jost has it there for the Preds. Here's Jost now, pushed into the corner boards by Ryan Green. Kaiser in to reach in and pull the puck free. Nicely done there. Got it to Murphy between the circles. He'll pass up the left wing to Mikheyev, who chips the puck to center ice, where Green will send it down toward the Predator net. And then Saros moves a pass up the left wing side. Josie moves it ahead into the Hawk zone to Jost, and he'll fire from the left point. That's into the glove of Drew Comesso. He holds on. We get another whistle and another face-off in the Hawk zone. Circle to his right.
It looked like an easy save, but it was tougher because Matthew Wood was parked literally out in front, not really screening the netminder, but he did try to get his stick on that long-range shot. Did not make contact with it, but still, Drew Comesso, the clean catch, another face-off, this one off to his right.
That's going to be Ryan Green against Ryan O'Reilly. O'Reilly seems to specialize in these offensive zone face-offs. He was big for the St. Louis Blues in their 2019 Cup run. And now Green beats him on the draw. Levshunov in the near corner, tossing up the right wing side. Burakovsky at center ice directs the puck across the Predator blue line. Yossi took it back to O'Reilly over the Hawk line on the right wing. Cuts back toward the slot. And as he shot the puck, Grzelcyk reaching in, poke checks it away. O'Reilly then takes it back near the right point. Spins it down to the right wing corner. Matt Grzelcyk there slapping it back up the boards. But then it came back to the corner off O'Reilly's skate. Forsberg now to the puck behind the net. Send it around to the near corner. Burakovsky is able to chip it successfully off the right wing boards and down into the Predator zone. And Luke Evangelista back to get it there to Roman Josi. Passing up the right wing side. Evangelista coughed up the puck at the Hawk blue line. Bedard the other way. Got it ahead to Burakovsky over the Predator line, left wing side. Sent it across to Bedard along the right wing boards. Here's Bedard. He's got one of the Predators draped all over him like a cheap overcoat there. That's Pervix. Puck ends up back at center ice. Teravainen drops it over the left wing side in front of the benches. Vlasic drives the puck down the boards into the Predator zone. Circles the net. Here's Murphy at the right point now, backing up and firing. And a butterfly save made by Saros. The rebound shot just wide by Oliver Moore.
Yeah, that's something that Saros has not done well in this game is, control his rebounds. Whether they're coming out of his glove, coming off of his body, that long blast, a big rebound. Ollie Moore jumped all over it and just pushed it a little bit wide. So, Saros, great goaltender. You mentioned his 35 starts, most in the entire NHL, but that was kind of an ugly rebound, that last long-range shot he left up.
Now the draw circle to his right. It's going to be Oliver Moore facing off with Ryan O'Reilly. 19 seconds left in the period. Hawks with a 1-0 lead. And now some late substitutions by the Preds. Let's see if Chris Rooney's going to allow this here. Actually, it looks like both officials will. They confer momentarily. Kind of a running dialogue between the two referees, and now the other referee, Chris Schlenker, is over at the Nashville bench, and he's forcing a substitution. Actually, he's negating a substitution.
But you know what? They've got the rest now anyway, so it doesn't matter. This has taken a good 40 seconds. So, they ice the puck. They're not supposed to change any of the players. All those guys are well rested now.
Off the draw, Lardis chops one toward the net. It misses, goes to the right wing corner. Moore digs the puck out, put it around to the right point to Vlasic. Down to Moore along the right wing boards. Oliver Moore to Lardis, right wing corner. Tried to send it out to the line. Stamkos got a stick in there, touching the puck to center ice. Vlasic back in the Hawk zone. Has the puck at the blue line as the horn sounds in the background. And we've got 40 minutes come and gone in this hockey game. The Blackhawks will take a 1-0 lead into the dressing rooms. They have been outshot by the Predators 21-16, but they lead where it counts.
I like that period, John. Again, good goaltending. Special teams came to the forefront again. I believe they had 2 kills, 2 really good kills. And, of course, their lone power play, or the power play they had, they end up scoring on. A great juke move by Connor Bedard in the corner. Shakes the check. He finds Tyler Bertuzzi wide open for his 23rd. So the power play strikes again, and they've got 20 minutes to win a big game on the road.
So 1-0 Hawks after 40. Charlie Roumeliotis is standing by. He'll have a full intermission report, and we'll be back down here to Nashville for third period action. Hawks looking to finish the weekend with a win and take 2 points home to Chicago. We'll tell you more about it right after we take this break. Charlie coming up. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
The action is heating up. The NFL playoff race is in full swing. College Bowl season is here. And there's never been a better moment to jump into the action with Circa Sports Illinois. Circa delivers high limits, low holds, and unmatched customer service. Built for people who want to win big. From NBA and NHL action to college bowls and the NFL playoff push, Circa Sports has you covered. Don't wait. Download the Circa Sports Illinois app today at circasports.com.
Marquette Bank has been Chicagoland's neighborhood bank for 80 years. 80 years is a long time. Marquette Bank is here to help you build savings, buy a home, plan for retirement. Marquette Bank is here to help you achieve your financial goals. When you bank with Marquette Bank, good things happen for you and your neighborhood. Marquette Bank, love where you bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 462926.
There are plenty of reasons to watch what you eat. This is John Williams, and honestly, I'm not looking to lose weight, although that's a great goal too. I just want convenient, affordable, delicious food that manages my sodium and doesn't require a lot of prep. I dine alone sometimes, and Seattle Sutton is my companion. They've updated their website, so now I pick the menus I want. You can too. For lunch, how does broccoli cheddar soup sound? Chicken and dumplings? A garden tamale bowl? For dinner, raspberry salmon salad or sweet and sour chicken. Pick it up or have it delivered. It's no prep, prepared, fresh, healthy, yummy food, priced affordably, and easy to click online. With meals starting at just under $8 a day, dinners cost $8 to just $17. Call 1-800-442-3438. 1-800-442-3438. It's okay to shop when you're hungry at SeattleSutton.com. That's what I'm clicking on because the food is good and it's good for me. 1-800-442-3438 or click on SeattleSutton.com.
At Malman Law, we know that when nursing home and assisted living facilities become careless, someone has to read between the lines. Bed sores, broken bones, medication errors, unexplained deaths. The signs are there, but nursing homes or assisted living facilities hope you won't find them. We've spent over 30 years making facilities answer for every single one. The good news, justice isn't just possible, it's within reach. Call us at 888-MALMAN-LAW or visit malmanlaw.com.
The professionals at Plumbers 911 Chicago are ready to answer your call. They'll get your plumbing job done right the first time. Their phones are open 24/7, 1-833-PLUM-911.
Time for a break. It's intermission time.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Here's Charlie Romeliotis with your intermission update.
Through 40 minutes over in Nashville, and the Blackhawks hold a 1-0 lead on the Nashville Predators, holding off Nashville from the score sheet for 40 minutes of play. Good, solid road game so far by the Blackhawks. Not pretty. They're getting terrific goaltending by Drew Comesso, but Hawks are putting together a solid effort. Hopefully they can put things away in the third period. At each home game at the United Center this season, we will be saluting a veteran, sponsored as always by JeffBuysYourHouse.com, a proud veteran-owned business serving Chicagoland since 2007. A very busy NHL schedule today, so let's get to some final scores that are trickling in. But we start earlier this afternoon. The Boston Bruins put up 10 goals on the New York Rangers at home, beating their Rangers 10-2. Pavel Zacha recorded his first career NHL hat trick, and also Marat Kuznetsov had 4 goals and an assist. So we had 2 hat tricks for the Boston Bruins. David Pastrnak chipped in with 6 assists in the victory for Boston. That ties a Boston Bruins record, or I might have set a new Boston Bruins record. Nonetheless, 10 goals by Boston on the New York Rangers. The Calgary Flames defeated the Pittsburgh Penguins 2-1 earlier today. Sidney Crosby had his point streak snapped at 8 games, and the Penguins also had their 6-game winning streak snapped. The Colorado Avalanche shut out the Columbus Blue Jackets earlier today. Brent Burns led the way for Colorado with 2 goals. Also, Trent Miner had a 29-save shutout in the win for the Avalanche. The San Jose Sharks put together a 2-goal third-period comeback on the Dallas Stars and beat Dallas 5-4 in overtime. It was Tyler Toffoli scoring the overtime winner for San Jose, and Macklin Celebrini recording 3 assists in the victory to extend his point streak to 13 games. The Buffalo Sabres handed the Anaheim Ducks their 9th consecutive loss after beating Anaheim 5-3. Anaheim now falls to 0-8-1. They have an minus 23 goal differential over that stretch. The Sabres win their 13th game in 14 tries. So they are on an absolute roll. The Toronto Maple Leafs also picked up a shutout victory on the Vancouver Canucks. William Nylander returned to the lineup for Toronto after missing 6 games with a lower body injury, and he played a key role in the 5-0 victory over Vancouver with 2 goals and an assist. The Maple Leafs now improved to 7-0-2 in their last 9 games. Vancouver, on the other hand, falls to 0-4-2 in its last 6. It was a 29-save shutout for Joseph Woll in the victory for Toronto. The third shutout of the night, the Detroit Red Wings shutting out the Montreal Canadiens in Montreal 4-0. A 27-save shutout for John Gibson in the victory for Detroit. Alex DeBrincat, former Blackhawk winger, had a goal and 2 assists for 3 points in the victory. Also, by the way, Nick Suzuki played in his 500th career NHL game. He's just the 6th player in NHL history to play in 500 straight games from the start of his NHL career. The defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers picked up a 3-2 victory on the Ottawa Senators earlier tonight. The Tampa Bay Lightning won their 9th game in a row after beating the Flyers 7-2. They were led by Nikita Kucherov, who extended his point streak to 9 games with a 4-point effort, 2 goals and 2 assists in the win for the Lightning. The Carolina Hurricanes picked up a 3-2 victory over the Seattle Kraken earlier tonight. Carolina outshooting Seattle 34-12 in the victory. Good news for Carolina. They got Jacob Slavin back, their top defenseman, after he missed the last 10 games with an upper body injury. This is just the 6th game he's played all season long because he started the year on injured reserve. The Minnesota Wild and New York Islanders are knotted up at 3-3 through 2 periods of play. Kirill Kaprizov has found the back of the net for the Minnesota Wild, in addition to Matthew Boldy. And then 2 other games later on tonight that are going to be squaring off in about 10 or so minutes. The puck will drop. The Edmonton Oilers, who are going to be in town in Chicago on Monday night, are hosting the LA Kings. Connor McDavid has a 17-game point streak, which is tied for the longest of his NHL career. So if he picks up a point in this game tonight, that will be a new personal best for him. And the St. Louis Blues are in Vegas tonight to take on the Golden Knights. Mark Stone is looking to extend his goal streak to 7 games. And Philip Broberg, I think, might get a contract bump after signing a 6-year, $48 million extension earlier today at an $8 million cap hit. Unfortunately, I have to provide a Chicago Bears update as well. They find themselves down 21-3 on the Green Bay Packers in the 3rd quarter, but they are currently in the red zone right now. So hopefully the Bears can punch it in and start chipping away at this 18-point deficit on Green Bay. Meanwhile, over at Bridgestone Arena, the Hawks lead 1-0 through 2 periods of play. We'll take a quick break and break down the 2nd period next. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
WGN Chicago is your radio home for the Hawks, the Cats, March Madness, and the Indy 500 on air and on smart devices worldwide.
Hey, Jeremy Roenick here. I've seen a lot of stat sheets in my career, but when it comes to beer, these numbers jump off the page. Flight by Yuengling, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, and brewed with crisp, refreshing flavor. That's not just light beer, it's light beer with game, and it's brewed by the oldest brewery in America. Bottom line, if you care about performance and taste, Flight by Yuengling brings both. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA.
When injuries slow you down, you need a team that knows how to get you back in the game. At Illinois Bone and Joint Institute, their highly trained professionals work together to deliver empathetic, timely, and efficient patient care so you can move better, live better. And if an injury happens after hours, they've got you covered with IBJI Ortho Access beyond their regular clinic hours. Illinois Bone and Joint Institute. Learn more at IBJI.com. That's IBJI.com.
What matters most when choosing a financial partner? Great rates? Confidence your financial data is secure? Being treated like more than just an account number. Consumers Credit Union delivers all that and then some. As a not-for-profit credit union, their focus is on you, not profits through fees or less personal service. They're in your corner, helping you reach your goals every step of the way. Join today and become a part owner. Your success is their success. Learn more at myconsumers.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
For the lowest gas prices in Chicagoland, visit WGNradio.com/gas prices. Sponsored by your local Chevy dealers at ChevyDriveChicago.com.
Second intermission at Bridgestone Arena. The Blackhawks playing the second of a back-to-back. This is the sixth back-to-back set that the Blackhawks have played in so far this season, and they lead the Nashville Predators 1-0 through 2 periods of play. Shots on goal are 21-16 in favor of Nashville. Time now to look at tonight's window of opportunity, sponsored by the state's official health insurance marketplace, Get Covered Illinois. Now's your opportunity to find health insurance that fits your budget at getcoveredillinois.gov. Open enrollment ends on January 15th. That is in 5 days from now. So make sure you go do that. Hawks, man, the special teams continue to play a significant role in Chicago's recent winning ways since the holiday break. Hawks have killed off 2 penalties in the game tonight. Both of them happened in that second period. Hawks are now 13 for 13 on the power play in the last 6 games, including tonight, which obviously just a terrific performance lately since the calendar flipped to 2026. And then on the other side, the Blackhawks scoring on the power play tonight. Tyler Bertuzzi's 23rd goal of the season. It's now the 9th power play goal in the last 7 games for the Blackhawks. So they're averaging more than a power play goal per game over the last 7. I know the last couple games yesterday and today, Connor Bedard, it just feels like he is zipping it around on the man advantage. And so great to see number 98 back in the lineup. Got to shout out Drew Cremesso. He had a really solid first period for the Blackhawks, and he also had a really strong second period. He has stopped all 21 shots he has faced. So far, right now, he is easily the number 1 star of the game. And so you got to be encouraged by what you've seen from Drew Cremesso. Last night was a really difficult situation for him to be in, given how many illnesses the Blackhawks were dealing with, and just the fact that he wasn't even supposed to be with the Blackhawks, let alone be the starting goaltender. He kind of figured he might be the backup goaltender, gets thrown right into the fire against Alex Ovechkin and the Washington Capitals. But this game, he's been much more comfortable, dialed in, and so that's encouraging to see. All right, let's get to tonight's third period projections, sponsored by Robinhood. You expect more from yourself, expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. The next goal is going to be absolutely crucial for this third period, because if Nashville ends up getting it, the building's going to come alive, and then the Hawks maybe puts them on their heels a little bit. But if the Hawks score the next goal, it really maybe deflates the sails out of the Nashville Predators. So I'm going to say the Blackhawks get the next goal. Hopefully that is the case, and hopefully the Hawks can be on their way to picking up 2 points, which would be the first victory of the NHL career of Drew Cremesso. So let's see what the third period brings. We're going to take one more break, and then we'll set up that final frame next. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
What if you could restore blood flow to someone's failing lungs in a matter of seconds? Our patient Mike had hard-to-reach blood clots deep in his lungs that were putting his heart under major duress, causing it to fail too. He could hardly climb a few steps. But thanks to a procedure pioneered by the Northwestern Memorial Hospital Interventional Cardiology Team, we cleared the clots with a minimally invasive procedure.
Anchored by the top heart and vascular program in Illinois by U.S. News and World Report, only Northwestern Medicine had the solution to save Mike. Tiny balloons were used to gently open the delicate vessels and restore blood flow. Northwestern Memorial Hospital was the first in Illinois to master this breakthrough method.
As Mike's nurse, I'm proud to have been a part of his journey from oxygen tank to breathing like a kid again.
Northwestern Medicine. What makes us better makes you better.
The NHL is officially back, and right now, new FanDuel customers can bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. Put your first bet in the back of the net on FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook and official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks.
Must be 21 or older and present in Illinois. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Labor unions are the backbone of our country. Unions protect members and help them lead healthier lives. That's why United Healthcare provides active and retired labor union members access to quality healthcare benefits. As a trusted resource, the dedicated team will help Taft, Hartley, and multi-employer funds find the right combination of health benefits. Visit uhc.com/unions for more information. Quality healthcare coverage for labor unions. Insurance coverage provided by or through United Healthcare Insurance Company of Illinois or their affiliates. Administrative services provided by United Healthcare Services, Inc. or their affiliates.
Hey Blackhawks fans, here's a club you'll want to get into. Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up.
It's the final 20. The third period's just ahead. Here's Charlie Remeliotis with your recap.
Hawks and Predators are on the ice for the start of the third period at Bridgestone Arena. It's been a chippy game between the Blackhawks and Predators, especially in that second period, and only one goal has been scored in the game through 40 minutes of play, and it was the Blackhawks scoring it, Tyler Bertuzzi on the power play for his 23rd of the season.
Levshinoff sticks it over to the left wing corner. Bedard's got it there. Walks in front of the net, gave it to Bertuzzi, shoots, he scores! It's a power play goal! Tyler Bertuzzi slams it home, and the Hawks lead 1-0. The goal, 13:19 left in period number 2.
You heard it in Steve's reaction. What a setup by Connor Bedard, who picks up the primary assist on that Tyler Bertuzzi goal. Bertuzzi now, by the way, that's his 15th road goal of the season, ranks third among all NHL players. Nathan MacKinnon is 1 at 18. Jason Robertson is second with 16. What's on Deck is sponsored by TimberTech Decking and Railing, #1 in premium decking. Order free samples at timbertech.com as we throw it back over to Bridgestone Arena with John and Steve, where the Hawks are trying to protect a 1-goal lead, and we got the Bears trying to overcome a multi-point lead at Soldier Field.
All right, Charlie, I'm going to go ahead. Thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and make a bold prediction. What's on deck? A big Bears comeback. The Bears come back and beat the Pack, trailing by 17. Hey, anything's possible. Come on. Well, the Hawks leading the Predators 1-0 as we get it started here in period number 3. Face-off at center ice, controlled by the Preds. Big Nick Hague will fire it down the left glass behind the Hawk net. Round the puck goes to the near corner. Vlasic put the puck behind the net to Murphy. And now Mikheyev swings it behind over to Vlasic, who gains center ice. Turn the puck over, though. And Reed Schaefer will dump it off the boards behind the Hawk net. Murphy's hit hard back there by McCarron. Puck comes out to the line, held in by Hague to Blankenberg, right point, firing a shot that hit McCarron, crossing in front of the net. McCarron's got the puck back along the right wing boards, tried to pass down to the corner, picked off by Tyler Bertuzzi, and he'll break back through center ice. Took it in over the Predator line, got some room in the left circle and fires, and a blocker save made by UC Saros as Bertuzzi falls into the inboards behind the Predator. Slow to get up. He will head to the Hawk bench.
Yeah, gingerly, we might add, and a nice shot, a nice rush up the ice, really, by Tyler Bertuzzi, showing some good speed. Took that shot that UC Saros did not stop cleanly, and then as a result of it, Tyler Bertuzzi falling right at the goal line, hard into the inboards.
Now at the Hawk blue line, Kaiser stepping up, got the puck to Bedard, who tried to deke it through about 4 Predator players. He lost the handle, however. And Levshinoff now dumping it down the boards deep into the Preds end. This circles the net. Slides up the near side to Evangelista. In front of the penalty boxes, he turns the puck over, and then now the Preds get it back. Brady Shea to Evangelista. To Stamkos over the Hawk line along the right wing side. Outnumbered by a couple of Hawks. But he keeps the puck away from all 3 and then spins it down behind the net. Around it goes to the far sideboards to Burakovsky. And he'll slip the puck back in behind the net. Wyatt Kaiser's got it in the circle to Comesso's left. And Kaiser smartly retreats in behind the net, allowing the Hawks to get a line change.
Wyatt Kaiser set a real strong game, John. Again, he started with that first hit in the first period against Philip Forsberg, and he has not let up since.
Oliver Moore darting into the Predator zone, hands the puck off to Lardis, who shot it over the net. Here the Preds the other way, led by Haula. The Hawk blue line, a long wrist shot is into the glove of Drew Comesso. He'll hold on at the top of the Hawk crease. We played just over 2 minutes of period number 3. No change in the score. Faceoff will stay in the Hawk zone. This will be in the circle to Drew Comesso's left.
Yeah, should point out, too, you mentioned the play of Wyatt Kaiser. Connor Murphy, just an unsung hero, I think, all year long. A big part of the penalty kill. He leads all players in time on ice in this hockey game after 2 periods of play. So big number 5 on the back end, doing it again for the Blackhawks.
Paying the price as always, right? Off the draw, Perbix takes the puck right point. Snaps it down behind the Hawk net. Korchinski in the battle in the near corner with Forsberg. Forsberg turns and hands the puck to Moore. He'll clear it down ice into the Predator zone. Roman Josi there, passing up ice. Forsberg over the Hawk blue line, right wing side. Winds up and drives a shot into the foot of Kevin Korchinski. He didn't like that much. Bunting to the puck in the right corner to Evangelista right point. Drives a shot that deflects wide. And Lardis now from the right wing boards Hawk zone will stab a backhander across the rink into the Predator zone. Blankenberg clears to center ice, and Korchinski will drive it back down in behind the Preds net. Korchinski heads to the Hawk bench. In the right wing corner, the puck taken away by Donato, who sends it behind the net around up the near side. And a big hit by Nick Foligno on one of the Preds as the puck is shot back down ice by Wood into the Hawk zone. Levshunov carries behind the net up the right wing side and passes rink wide to Kaiser, who sends it back rink wide. Donato over the Predator line to Levshunov in the right wing corner now. Levshunov behind the net, had it stripped away by Nick Hague. Here's Hague with the puck, moving up the near side, passing it ahead for Wood at center ice. He loses possession to Nick Foligno in front of the penalty boxes, and he'll fling it down the boards behind the Predator net. And Saros out to play it there. Passing up the right side, Tyson Jost put it into the Hawk zone. Mike McCarron. McCarron to the right wing corner, sent it in front. Grzelcyk seemingly waiting for that pass, picks it off. Moves the puck ahead to center ice. McCabe over the Predator line to the right circle. Dickinson had trouble with the pass. Recollects it behind the net, and now he draws a penalty as Cole Smith holds him and takes him down to the ice. And the Hawks are going to get their third Sitco power play and a chance to increase their lead.
And Jason Dickinson, as you mentioned, John, drawing the penalty. That's a very important aspect of his game. Jason Dickinson, here's the call. Holding the call, and Smith. Jason Dickinson, after 2 periods of play, had won 14 of his 19 draws. That's 74%, by far the best of any Blackhawk player. And here, early in the 3rd period, he draws a penalty. Been a big part of the penalty kill so far tonight, and a good job of not only controlling the puck, but drawing the penalty. And the Blackhawks 1 for 2 on the night with the man advantage, an opportunity again.
It's a Sitco power play. Score savings in every fill-up with Club Sitco. Download the app now to start saving. Hawks get control off the draw. Burakovsky at the line tried to fire the puck in deep. McCarron blocks it out to center ice. And McCarron at the Predator blue line. Jostled off the puck there by Bertuzzi. Hawks will take it back in their end. Here's Burakovsky. Sends it down over to Levshunov. Moving up the right wing to the Hawk blue line. Spins it across the rink, Bertuzzi. Then to Burakovsky into the Predator zone. To Teravainen along the right sideboards. Put it back to the line. Deep slot, Levshunov. Long wrist shot deflected toward the net. Turned out of there by Saros. And a follow-up shot by Bertuzzi goes wide. He had half a net to shoot at. Here now, Bedard right point to Teravainen high slot. To Burakovsky, to Bertuzzi, put it in front for Teravainen. The pass was in his skates. Loose puck pushed out of there by Blankenberg and all the way down.
Real good passing play by the power play. I think all 5 guys touched it. And as you mentioned earlier, Tyler Bertuzzi had a partially open net and just missed it. Wide open, and unfortunately just shanked it a little wide.
Now back in the Hawk zone, Bertuzzi passing to center ice. Here's Burakovsky with the puck over the Preds line on the left wing, got by Josi, but Josi spins at the last second and swats the puck free, and Hague of the Predators will clear it down.
Yeah, that second effort by Roman Josi was beaten on the play by Burakovsky, but as you mentioned, just swung around, kind of jabbed his stick out and took the puck back off of Burakovsky.
Comesso leaves the puck behind the Hawk net. Matt Grzelcyk's got it there. Passing to Ryan Green at center ice on the right wing. He'll stick it down the boards deep into the Preds end. Puck circles the net to the left wing corner to Moore, to Lardis there. Tried to poke it in deep, picked off instead by O'Reilly. He drives it down in on Comesso, who stops the puck with a stick, then plays it to the near boards. And doubling back, Oliver Moore's got it. He'll pick it up with 10 seconds left on the power play. Moore skates at the center ice, drops the puck to Grzelcyk. To the Preds line, left wing. He'll spin it down behind the net. Saros out to play the puck. Preds come to full strength. Puck is loose along the right sideboards. And Saros pokes it down behind the Predator net. Shea is there to move it up the right side to Cole Smith. Smith will dump it down the boards behind the Hawk net. Comesso there to play the puck in behind. Works it around up the left wing side, Lardis. Ned Ryan Green, Hawk line left wing to Connor Murphy. To center ice, then over the Predator line to the right wing, where he'll flip it down behind the net. Around it goes to the left wing corner. Dickinson put it back in behind. Shea of the Predators drives it around the dasher. This is going to go all the way down, and icing will be the call against the Predators. Hawks won, Predators no score, 13:39 left in period 3.
Drew Comesso, obviously showing some confidence in this hockey game, making a number of good stops, but also playing the puck very adeptly. In fact, earlier he cut off an icing attempt by the Nashville Predators, but it was intended to go off the end boards right to Steven Stamkos. He intercepted it, and then just moments ago came out, faked one way, went the other, and an easy clearing attempt by the Blackhawks.
Now the Preds get the puck off the draw, and Shea clears it off the glass to center ice in front of the benches. Levshunov had the puck, lost it back to O'Reilly, back into the Hawks zone. This is Svechkov actually down the left wing side. Hit by Levshunov, but moves the puck free in front of the net. Svechkov moves it right circle to Wilsby. Wilsby to the right wing corner. Sends it behind the net. Around it goes along the right sideboards. And jostled off the puck is Matthew Wood. The other way comes Mikheyev into the Predator zone. Leaving it for Donato in the right wing circle, but Yossi took it away instead. He'll skate the puck to center ice. Lifts it down into the Hawk end. Kaiser reaching over his head. Gloves the puck, drops it to a stick. Then flips it away to the near boards. Yossi battling there. The puck comes free, and with a pseudo-baseball swing anyway, Donato stabs it out to center ice. Blankenberg takes the puck in front of the benches. Drives it down behind the Hawk net, around up the near side. Donato feeding it ahead to Bedard. Over the Preds line down the left wing. Put the puck through his own feet to the left half boards and then tried to center. Picked off by Michael Bunting of the Preds. He's back through center of the Hawk blue line. Crisscrossing with Stamkos, who takes the puck and fires off the chest of Comesso. And Bedard behind the net. Tried to flip it around. Stamkos knocked it down behind the net. Bedard got it. To Green along the left boards. Put the puck over to Murphy. He'll clear to center ice. And Bunting in front of the benches. Taken down by Andrei Burakovsky. This to me is a weak call, Steve, but I think the officials might have been looking for one here.
I looked at one referee. His hand didn't go up. I thought, okay, that wasn't a penalty. But then I looked the other way, and you're right, John. He's calling it. So a tough one.
Now
Burakovsky.
Puck picked off at center ice by Lardis. The whistle blows. And the Preds will have a power play when we return with 11:58 left in the third here in Nashville. Hawks lead 1-0. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Now for a limited time, get 0.99% APR for 60 months on the Tucson or Tucson Hybrid. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end February 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo is the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Every neighborhood has its own story, and at Grandview Homes, we know them all. We've bought thousands of properties right here in the communities we're proud to call home. Our management team averages over 20 years of experience. We understand the unique nuances of your area and how to make selling your home as smooth as possible. We'll visit your home and give you a fair offer in as little as 24 hours. Then just pack what you want and we'll take care of the rest. Get your no-obligation offer at grandviewhomes.com today.
It's Alex Vlasic. Catch every Blackhawks game on WGN Radio. Back to Blackhawks hockey.
We're back to Nashville. John Weideman along with Steve Conroy for Chicago Blackhawks hockey. Glad to have you along. Hawks looking to kill a penalty here. It's the Four Seasons Face-Off, your trusted local experts for heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electric, and generator. It's going to be Ryan Green on the draw against Ryan O'Reilly of the Nashville Predators. Sounds like a broken record almost. They said it so many times.
Well, I really like the mindset of the Blackhawks. Really all season long, killing penalties. Very aggressive. They're not allowing the opposition power play to be good. They realize they're skilled. If you let them be good, you give them room, they're going to be good. And instead, they're taking away time and space.
Riley wins the face-off. Yossi claims the puck high slot to Stamkos along the left wing boards. Here's Stamkos to the corner. Now to Yossi left point, back to Stamkos beside the left wing circle. Put it beside the net. Evangelista goes from forehand to backhand, back to forehand, and climbs in front of the net to try and get a shot away. Camesso makes the stops, and then a little gang up in the crease, and Evangelista goes down, and no goal is scored. Good play by Camesso and all the Hawks who are helping him out there.
Yeah, another strong play by the rookie netminder, just standing his ground, and that's always a tough play. Luke Evangelista is having a great season for the Nashville Predators, one of the younger guys out here for Nashville, and he just takes it to the hoop himself, gets a couple of cracks at it. And as you mentioned, John, Camesso stands his ground, makes sure that the play stays in front of him, and makes sure that that puck doesn't cross the goal line, and gets the whistle.
Chris Rooney, one of the game referees, having a little bit of a dialogue with Andrew Brunette, the former Hawk, now the head coach of the Predators, and now they're ready. Face off in the Hawk zone, won by the Hawks. Murphy clears it off the glass to center ice. And down into the Predator zone it goes.
So important just to get clears off of a one draw. And Connor Murphy just made sure that he settled the puck, he put it high off the glass, and gets the 200-foot clear.
O'Reilly into the Hawk zone on the right wing side. Lost the puck onto Vlasic's stick, put it behind the net. Murphy drove it around, not out.
Ouch.
That's into Stamkos' skate along the left wing boards. Then the puck shot off one of the referees in the corner, that's Schlenker.
Yeah.
And that caught him in the side of the head, maybe the ear, as the puck is now cleared all the way down by Dickinson.
I think it was the ear, and boy, does that sting. I mean, I've had a puck hit me in the ear, had a puck cut me in the ear, and it's one of the most painful injuries I've ever had.
It gets your attention for sure. And now here's Forsberg into the Hawk zone, right point. Sent the puck to the corner. Leshinov had it for a moment, lost it up the boards. Forsberg got it back along the right half boards next to the circle. Leaving the puck at the right point to Yossi. Behind the back pass to Evangelista. Right circle with a toe drag and a shot and a glove save made by Camesso. And he'll hold on to the puck. He had Ryan O'Reilly right in his kitchen. I don't know how he ever saw that shot.
You're right. Yeah, Evangelista with a quick release and the curl and drag. Not only did he have Ryan O'Reilly in front of him, I think Wyatt Kaiser was maybe partially screening also. I'm not too sure how he saw it, but he stuck his glove out and he made a perfect save. That puck was labeled for the top right corner as Evangelista looked at it. Well, maybe the best save of the game for Drew Camesso tonight.
He'll draw a circle to his left. And it's going to be Matthew Wood facing off against Jason Dickinson, who wins this faceoff. Vlasic pokes the puck behind the net. Murphy navigating through a couple of sets of legs. Got some room and fires the puck down. 20 seconds left on the Preds power play. Shea's got the puck behind the Nashville net. Carries out. Moves it ahead at center ice to Howla. He'll stick it off the left wing boards behind the net around to the near corner. Wood had the puck, coughed it up to Dickinson of the Hawks, and then lost it back to Matthew Wood in the corner, to Howla along the right boards, then right point. 3 seconds on the power play. Wood beside the right circle. Sent it down toward the net. Vlasic reaching him with a stick. A timely poke check. Got the puck over to Murphy. Clears it off the right boards to center ice as the Hawks are back to full strength. Here's Shea back into the Hawk zone. Gave it to Bunning along the right wing boards. Bunning in the corner now tries to center. This is picked off by Connor Bedard. He'll backhand the puck through the air and down into the Predator zone. Not far enough for icing, but far enough for the Hawks to get some fresh troops out there.
Yeah, well played by Bedard. And earlier from that, it was Vlasic with that great stick. You talk about his long reach, good anticipation, upset a pass, and really helped kill the end of that power play.
Now Adam Wilsby carries to center ice for the Preds. Gave it to Cole Smith, front of the benches. He passes rink wide. This is onto the stick of Reed Schaefer. He'll put it down behind the Hawk net. Grizzlick plays it out of the far corner ahead to Bedard. Over the Predator line on the right wing. Stopping. Nearly gave the puck up to McCarron, but spins it behind the net instead. Round it goes toward the left wing half board. Now pass to the front to Lourdes. He shoots. He scores! What a beautiful pass there from Connor Bedard from the right wing corner to Nick Lardis breaking into the slot, and he fired a hard wrist shot over the glove of UC Saros, and the Hawks now lead the game 2-0.
And with that goal, it's time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal this year with El Bandito Yankee Tequila. And Kevin Korchinski should pick up an assist on this play. Good keep in. He wrapped it around to Connor Bedard, who didn't waste any time. Didn't even stick handle this puck off the boards. He just cradled it, passed it all in one motion. And that shot, that sweet shot from Nick Lardis, scored 71 goals a couple of years ago, his last year of junior hockey, and you can see why. An unbelievably placed shot, perfectly inside the right post, and that's a huge goal after a big kill. Blackhawks with a huge penalty kill. They come back with a goal. They now lead it 2-0.
So play in the left wing corner, Predator zone. It's Lardis from Bedard and Korchinski, and the goal at 11:01 of period number 3. Meanwhile, in behind the Hawk net, Stamkos to the puck, fed it out to the blue line. Yossi had trouble handling the puck. Lardis to it along the far sideboards. Tried to chip the puck out, taken back by the Preds' Tyson Jost. He'll spin it down behind the Hawk net. And Commesso stopping the puck there for Kevin Korchinski. He'll race around up the left wing side. Clear the puck through the air to the Predator blue line. Taken back by the Preds' Pervix. Ahead to Svechkov into the Hawk zone, but he had the puck poke checked off his stick to center ice. Yossi back into the Hawk zone right point. He was bothered there by Landon Slaggert, who poke checked the puck away. Forsberg's got it along the right boards. Leaving it there for Yossi in the corner. Cuts behind the net, tried a backhanded wraparound. Blocked away to the far corner. And now Slaggert to the puck. He'll muscle it ahead now to Foligno center ice, and he'll bat it off the boards down into the Nashville zone. The Hawks will take advantage and get a line change.
Great play by Landon Slaggert. That's just second effort, coming back deep to help out his defenseman. Some tired guys out there. He got the puck. He gets it out. And that's a huge shift for number 84.
Now Leshunov intercepts an outlet pass at center ice. Hands it over to Foligno, left wing side, Preds line. He shot it across to the right wing corner in the Nashville zone, and Willsby clears to center ice. Ilya Mikheyev there. Swats it down ice, and this will roll just wide of the Preds net. Again, the Hawks are in a change. Predators get the puck back.
Yeah, Ryan Donato is hauled down just around center ice, looking for a call, none to be had.
Wood into the Hawk zone to Evangelista. Right circle closing to net. He'll fire. Butterfly save made by Commesso. Wood got it back behind the net to Blankenberg in the high slot. He sends a soft shot wide of the net. It bounces off the end boards and comes out on the near side. And Brady Shea tried to poke it in the short side, but it's taken away by Commesso with the glove. All right, 7:02 left in the third. Hawks 2 and the Predators no score. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
It's Connor Murphy. Get the hometown call all season long on WGN Radio.
Finding health insurance can be so confusing. People need help. That's why I work for Get Covered Illinois.
We are the state's official health insurance marketplace.
And we're here to help. With thousands of brokers certified by the state and hundreds of trained insurance guides, what we call navigators, available in communities across Illinois.
All free.
At getcoveredillinois.gov, we're here to help.
Hey, Chicago fans, when the game's on the line, there's no time to waste.
Same goes for selling your house. At Jeff Buys Your House, we make it fast, easy, and stress-free.
No drawn-out showings, no waiting for months on the market.
Just a fair cash offer from a veteran-owned company that puts people first.
Don't let the clock run out. Choose the trusted source. Visit jeffbuysyourhouse.com and score your easy offer today.
Too much junk and not enough time? Junk Luggers brings order to the chaos. Fast. Old furniture? Gone. Basement clutter? History. That broken treadmill? Outta here. They make it simple. One call, one team. Total transformation. And because they care about the planet, Junk Luggers donates and recycles everything they can. Less landfill, more feel good. Call 1-800-LUG-JUNK or visit junkluggers.com today. Let's save your space and the planet together.
Jiffy Lube's quick, quality 15-minute oil change service means your car will be ready before you know it. You'll find yourself saying, already ready? With Jiffy Lube, you'll be in and out in a jiffy.
Welcome back to Nashville, where the Chicago Blackhawks hold a 2-0 lead over the Predators. 7:02 to go in the third period. Nick Lardis with the latest goal. He now has 2 goals and an assist in his last 3 games. He's got 4 goals on the year. And how about Connor Bedard? Gets shut out his first game back. He's got 2 assists in this hockey game. Assists on both Blackhawk goals.
On center ice, Haig takes a bouncing puck away from Bertuzzi and leaves the puck at the Nashville line. Here's a pass from Stamkos to Blankenberg. Sent it down into the Hawk zone around to the near sideboards. Vlasic shot the puck ahead, and Bertuzzi alertly dashing back to the dots ahead of all the Predators in the Nashville zone, negating the icing. Puck stays inside the Preds end. Mikheyev along the left boards. Spun it around behind the net. Bertuzzi from the right wing boards fires to the net. That's stroked out of there. Blankenberg leaves the puck over the center ice circle. Bertuzzi took it back, and he'll flip it back into the Predator zone and then get off on a change.
Love the tenacity of the Blackhawks here. I think they realize they might have 2-3 shifts left. So when they get out there, they're giving it their all. And a real good shift there by Tyler Bertuzzi.
Wyatt Kaiser near corner Hawk zone. Sheds a check from Bunting. Moves it up the right wing side. Ryan Green with a rink-wide pass. Leshinoff then to Kaiser at center ice. And he'll drive it down off the right corner boards in the Predator zone. Preds get the puck back in their end. Nick Perbix in the far corner. That's a pass up the left wing side. And then Forsberg overskates the puck. Andrei Burakovsky there for the Hawks. In front of the benches. Gave the puck to Levshunov. Over the Preds line. Drops it along the left boards. Tended for Bedard, who tried to center. This is swatted down ice into the Hawk zone, and Levshunov will now calmly backhand it off the left wing boards to center ice.
Good job coming back to help out his partner, and that's Wyatt Kaiser. Kind of a tough break for him, a bouncing puck, but Levshunov makes sure he had support.
Here's Wilsby into the Hawk zone on the right wing side, cuts to the net and shoots. And Comesso down with a butterfly save, but he's down on his belly. Loose puck behind the net. It's spun out in front, turned away. Now in behind the net. Comesso's lost his goal stick. They battle in behind. Tyson Jost put the puck into the far corner. And now Comesso gets his goal stick back. Jost from behind the net. Moves it around to Wilsby right point. To Jost along the right wing boards. He'll leave it there. And now it's taken by Svechkov. Cuts into the slot. Turned the puck over. Bedard sent it ahead for Teravainen. He'll clear it down. Icing's going to be called.
Well, Drew Comesso looking like Dominik Hasek there. Lost his stick, but used every single inch of his body to make sure that that puck did not cross the goal line. Great athleticism getting from his left to his right. Showing some pretty good flexibility, too. Getting down into the full splits. That was quite a sequence. 30 saves on 30 shots for young Drew Comesso.
I mean, back in the day when goaltenders really didn't have to be that athletic, they could just be big. Boy, they're so athletic now. Here's a shot now from Yossi from the right circle. Turned out of there by Comesso. And the right wing corner, O'Reilly put the puck back to the right point. Evangelista had trouble with it. Puck ends up at center ice. Evangelista back to get it. To O'Reilly over the Hawk blue line. To Yossi in the right wing circle. There goes Saros to the Predator bench. They're going to go with 6 attackers in an empty net. Forsberg inside the line, high slot to Evangelista, right circle. He'll close and fire. Blocker save. Comesso, loose puck poked out of there. Teravainen's got the puck. He tried to clear it across the rink. This deflects instead to the left wing corner. And again, Comesso's lost his goal stick.
Yeah, and some tired guys out there, too.
Kaiser in the near corner. Tried to swat the puck out with his hand. Lost it. Predators get it back. Perbix put it down. Here's Stamkos, bottom of the left wing circle. Closing and firing. And it looked like Kaiser got a shin pad on that. Comesso's stick is all the way over in the left wing corner now. Predators control the puck. Here's Perbix right point. Put it to the high slot. Forsberg long wrist shot. Turned out of there with a glove of Comesso. He got the cheater portion of his glove on it. Preds get it back. And now Stamkos in the left wing corner. To Forsberg. Back to Stamkos. Launches a one-timer from the top of the left circle over the net around the glass. Forsberg in the high slot now to Perbix right point. Put it down to the right wing corner to O'Reilly. O'Reilly from the right circle will fire it into a crowd. This deflects through to the far boards. Lardis got to the puck in the far corner. Working his way past a couple of checks. He's rubbed off the puck behind the net. O'Reilly got it to Forsberg, top of the left circle. Shoots! Comesso down with a butterfly save. Will hold on to the puck for the whistle. 3:11 left in the third. It's the Hawks 2 and the Predators no score. Can they hang on? Take a win out of Nashville and get their goaltender, something we never talk about until it's over. Stick around and find out. This is Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
Hey, hockey fans, it's Chris Chelios. What are you sipping tonight? El Bandito Yankee is a new ultra-premium tequila that is 100% pure and natural with no additives. Just 100% blue agave. El Bandito Yankee Tequila is the most flavorful Blue Weber agave in the world. Now available at Benny's, Mariano's, Jewel, and Woodman's. Go to elbanditoyankee.com to learn more about what makes us so damn good.
Hey hockey fans, it's Troy Murray. If you're ready to upgrade your outdoor living space, look no further than TimberTech Decking and Railing, the #1 premium composite decking brand, tough enough to handle anything. It looks like real wood, but without the costly maintenance of a wood deck. It won't rot, warp, splinter, or peel, ever. And it's backed by industrial-leading warranties so your deck will last year after year after year. Connect with a local contractor or order free samples at TimberTech.com to see the TimberTech difference for yourself. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
Remember that smell of the sauce simmering on the stove all day? The laughter, the stories, the family gathered around the table. You can bring back that feeling with Marconi imported Italian tomatoes. These aren't just any tomatoes. They're grown, picked, and packed in the San Marzano region of Italy. Rich, sweet, full of flavor. The perfect base for your homemade sauce and soups. Next time you're at the store, look for Marconi, because the best conversations start in the kitchen and the best meals start with Marconi. And don't forget the Giardinera.
Hey, it's Jeremy Roenick here. I think it's time we heard more horn. Back to the boys.
Well, Drew Comesso, the 23-year-old from Norwell, Massachusetts, is having himself a night down in Rockford. Not a bad season, but nothing to write home about. 6 wins, 11 losses, 2 ties in his 19 starts. And he has been the first star in this hockey game thus far.
No question. Off the draw, Predators control. Their net's still empty at the far end of the ice. They have 6 attackers. Now a shot from Wood from the left wing circle. Actually, Evangelista hits the side of the net. Evangelista got it back in the right wing corner. Here's Luke Evangelista looking to center. Puck bounces in front. Mikheyev's got it. Clears it out over the blue line. Just to center ice in front of the benches. Forcing the Predators to regroup. Philip Forsberg, Nashville blue line. Handed ahead to Yossi Hochline right wing. Backhands it down behind the net. Murphy swats it around with the right wing side. Bedard tried to give it some help out of the zone, but missed the puck. Now Bunting with the puck behind the Hawk net. Put it into the near corner to Yossi. Back to Bunting behind the net. Now to O'Reilly right circle. To the line, and a shot there from Stamkos. Turned out of there. A follow-up shot from the right circle from Yossi. Hit the post. Dickinson clears the puck down ice into the Predator zone. There's a race to the puck. And Stamkos was able to get to it. A step in front of Mikheyev. And then shot it across the rink on the near sideboards. Yossi's got the puck there. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the third.
Sorry, John. A couple more saves by Drew Comesso, and he had some help from the post. Might have got a piece of it, but it went hard off that left post.
Now Bertuzzi claims the puck at center ice and fires it wide of the empty net. Puck taken back by the Preds. Here's Roman Yossi behind his empty net. He'll skate the puck to center ice. Yossi weaving in over the Hawk blue line and took it to the left circle. Carries behind the net, wraparound try. Comesso got the pads on it, knocking it away. Yossi got it back along the right boards. To Forsberg high slot. He gave it away to Bertuzzi, who skates back up ice with Green. Gave it to Green over the Predator line with an empty net. He shoots, he scores! And the Hawks lead 3-0 with 1:27 left in the third. It looks like they're going to take 2 points out of Nashville and get back into the win column. And there's only one thing left to decide. 1:27 left on the clock.
Oh, what a selfless play by Tyler Bertuzzi. Had an opportunity to shoot in the empty net. He decided to give it to the youngster who hadn't scored in 19 games, and that's Ryan Green. He scores the empty netter. That's got to feel good. He scored in the last time he played the Nashville Predators, and with that goal, it's time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila, and an exclamation point on a very successful night for the Chicago Blackhawks. Came in here undermanned, maybe a little sick. They're going to come out of here feeling a lot better about themselves. Well on their way to a victory with 1:27 to go here in the third.
So it's Green from Bertuzzi at 18:33 of period number 3. We're down to 1:20 on the clock. The puck shot out of play by Brady Shea unintentionally. This ends up in the benches, and they'll bring the face-off back into the Predator zone in the circle to the left of UC Saros.
Well, you look back on this game, and Drew Comesso, the first period, especially early, made some fantastic saves. He's made a bunch here in the third period, especially with the net empty. The extra man out there for Nashville. It has been a real solid performance from the 23-year-old, and very deserving of this victory tonight.
Now Korchinski from the Hawk zone, passing to center ice to Nick Foligno. He'll lift it through the air down into the Predator zone. Willsby carries behind the Nashville net. Passing up the left wing side, Tyson Jost at center ice. He lifts the puck through the air and down into the catching glove of Comesso, who calmly drops it to his stick and put it into the far corner. Let the Preds get it back. Now here's Wood. Wood leaving it against the end boards. Korchinski swats the puck away but not out. Shea from the left point, put it down to the left wing half boards to Matthew Wood. Being pushed into the boards there by Foligno. Then the puck is centered from the half boards. Ends up across the rink. Willsby in the right wing corner. Here's Willsby moving out to the Hawk blue line. Spun it in front. Foligno steps up. Poke checks it ahead now to Slaggert. He'll clear to center ice. We're down to 25 seconds left in regulation. The Hawks 3 and the Predators no score. And you can begin to hear the Blackhawk fans down here in Nashville standing and applauding this effort by their team, the Chicago Blackhawks.
Well, you pointed it out, John. A real strong Blackhawk contingency behind the Blackhawks bench. And they've been standing for the last 2 minutes. And when Drew Comesso came over during the TV timeout, they gave him a standing ovation.
And why not? 3 seconds, 2, 1. Hawks win! Hawks win, and Drew Comesso picks up his first National Hockey League victory, and it's a shutout. He stopped all 37 Nashville shots here tonight, and tonight only the Almighty has saved more than Drew Comesso. His first National Hockey League win is a shutout. It's the 9th of his career. He had 8 down in Rockford. He's got 1 at the National Hockey League level.
Unbelievable performance from the youngster. A shutout on top of all that. He was very good early in this hockey game when his team wasn't. They were on their heels, and he really helped bail them out. Just an unbelievable performance from Drew Comesso. He earns his first ever NHL victory, his first ever NHL shutout, and he puts an exclamation point on this victory. And listen, there's a lot of credit to go around, a lot of praise we should be heaping on some guys, whether it's Tyler Bertuzzi, Connor Bedard. I thought Kevin Korchinski picks up an assist tonight. He had a great game. Ryan Green, Jason Dickinson in the faceoff dot, on the penalty kill. And how about the special teams? We talked about some of the keys to the game tonight. Continue the special teams excellence. Well, they did that. Score the first goal. They did that, John. And also, they might not be 100%, but